What is up, everybody? Alright. So, we're gonna do Phantom's upgrade quests and stuff. And then we're gonna try to beat lead students. And it's probably not gonna work. And then we're gonna have to go farm the lottery more to get more assassin gems. But, we'll see how we do. My internet is currently hiccuping a lot, feels bad. So it's very important that we get this skill to 10. Oh my god. Oh my god. Fucking 36 bones. Okay, first, it's not like they made this mat requirement like after they buffed his skill, right? And then never mind the other two skills which have the exact same mat requirement, right? This is how it was originally, right? Day one, Phantom of the Opera, totally worth 36 bones, by the way. Fucking stupid. Thank you, Looking Glass Knight, for the 29-month resub. That's almost a bone per month. Yeah, we're gonna do the strengthening quests first, and then we'll take on the students. Let's see. I don't need to level this really. Hold on, let me look. Because the cooldown's the same, and I'm only going to use it with it. So, oh god, at rank 1, it increases your buff success chance, or debuff success chance by 5%. That's basically nothing. So, his charm would be 95%, so if I level it just a few times, it'll get to 100%, so. This is the worst skill ever! Dude, you level it once, and it goes from buff success chance, or debuff success chance 5% to 7%. Oh man, that helped. And then it goes to fucking 9% and then 11, so we have to get to 4. That's so stupid. What a stupid skill. And like, it doesn't, like, literally 90% of the time, it's not gonna do anything, right? Because the charm will succeed on its own 90% of the time. So most of the time, your third skill doesn't even do anything. God. Alright, I'm trying to think if this is worth leveling. I should level it a little bit. But I'm gonna need, I still need to level 100 basic skills. I need to level curse arm skills because we're gonna rely on curse arm quite a bit here. Honestly, this is probably not gonna happen until I get like all of the assassins I need, like really upgraded. But we'll see how they work out. We might even have to do double Phantom. I'm gonna try double 100 face first. But there's, I don't remember, but I want to say there's like 6 or 7. Of the Royal Guards or whatever with the stupid ass, you know, a million buffs. So I don't know. I don't think one Phantom is going to be enough value, or we might have to do 2. But at that point, I don't know where our killing value is going to come from. Crap! I don't have enough bones now to get this. Fuck! I need to at least get that to 10 because we need that cooldown. Oh god! I blame Phantom for this. I need to farm the lottery so much on this account. I keep not doing that, but I need to just take a day and just go so fucking ham on the lottery on this account. Because it needs bones and assassin gems so badly. And the hero proofs wouldn't go to waste either. Yeah, I've only done 18 on this account, Jesus. Alright, well, we'll do Phantom's quests, and we'll at least attempt the boss a few times and just kind of see where we're at. And make sure, like, I want to see if Phantom's even remotely viable, right? If he's not even helping, then, you know, we kind of abandon that, that train of thought. So, last night, God, last night was so stupid. I have another story that I'm going to tell later when I stream that Impact game again. But, so last night, I was playing my main FGO account, right? And I was just farming the lottery. You know, my main account's in pretty good shape with the lottery, so you know, it doesn't matter too much. Oh, hold on, let me like slot like Babbage or something. Anyway, and on the side, I thought I was playing the 1 to 3 star account. I thought I was, so I was mostly playing the main, but on the side, I was doing a little bit of farming as what my peanut brain thought was the 1 to 3 star account at the time. Because, like, you know, I'm going to need the bones and the assassin gems. And then I realized when I was, like, wrapping up and you know, going to go get ready for bed and everything, I then realized that entire time I was playing the newbie account which, although, you know, you can use this stuff too, doesn't, you know, need it nearly as much as the 1 to 3-star account right now. And I was just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And the reason I did not realize is because these accounts are actually pretty similar, because although my new account can use whatever servants it wants, it's been mostly using 1 to 3 stars right now, because that's what it has. And the team that I use to farm the final lottery stage is basically the same. Like on the newbie account, I use I summon my Mordred, and then I use Billy, because he can one-shot one of the guys, and then Hans to kind of give Mordred NP gain. And then I on the 1 to 3-star account, I'll use the switch Mystic Code and switch in Chen Gong and switch out Hans. The only difference on the newbie account is I don't do that. Everything else about the team is exactly the same, and I just didn't notice. So that whole time I was playing this stupid wrong account, so that was great. All right, let's see. I don't think this interlude will be hard because it's like a really old one. Oh yeah, we have Asclepius now though. At least there's that. That's good. Put Angra in the back. Oh yeah, that's another thing we could do on stream soon. Is I can play the Angra interlude. I'm gonna have to beat it for real soon because we need Angra's buff. But in the meantime, that is the hardest interlude in the game easily. Like I knew it had a reputation for being like an interlude that was harder than most, but that was definitely the hardest interlude. Like hardly anyone can solo that. Like it's fucked. Like because not only do the ads hit unbelievably hard and they can just like destroy you and they get, you know, stronger the longer they're out. And then Emiya has over 1,000,000 health and it's spread over 3 health bars, but there's all these stall gimmicks with them having invulnerability, and Emiya likes to cast evade when he's low in health. And when you break the first health bar, no matter, you can't resist it, you can't remove it, you get this dot on you, and you have to let it tick, so it's true damage. So if you have evade, defense up, any of that, doesn't matter, you're guaranteed to take a bunch of damage. I'm not even sure Hercules can solo that. Yeah, I'll try Canis, but I doubt she can do it. Like, you just have to live for a long time because of the gimmicks there, and then you also have to win as quick as you can. You need to be throwing out huge damage, but you cannot win that stage for at least like 5 or 6 turns, even if you have Pierce Invulnerability and that kind of nonsense. Like, you have to take a really long time, and then you're guaranteed to take that damage from the dot and stuff. But yeah, I was about to say, the one problem with it is it's laggy. It's not like super laggy, it's not as bad as it used to be, but it definitely does lag, and that kind of sucks. I don't think their CEs matter. I don't think anyone is going to die here. But yeah, when you stream, it's more stress on your phone, right? You have to, at least the way I stream, because, you know, I use Samsung Flow. I'm not, so anyway, that makes it harder to stream anyway, and that stage is pretty hard on your device. So I don't know if I'll be able to stream it much because it might not work out, but I'd like to test like Hercules and you know, Canis and even Mothman. I don't think Mothman can do that one. I mean, the only way I can see Mothman doing that one is if he can use his self-heal enough to make sure the true damage doesn't kill him. Oh yeah, the enemies are Avengers too. Yeah, no, he can't do that. He will, because he can't keep his shield up every turn. You know, you're going to have gaps where you get hit, and he will get one shot by Angra. So there's no fucking way. That's just not a good fight for him. The enemy damage output is too high, and the dot is not, you know, he's not good against dots really, so that's just a really bad fight for him. And there's just no way you're gonna win quick. Because if you don't win quick, the Angras are gonna get so strong and the dot's gonna kill you. There's no way, and he's not a fast, so that one's not gonna happen. Herc might happen. I think the dot will screw him though, because the dot will mess up his guts. And normally you can remove dots on Hercules because of command codes, but you can't remove that dot, so. Which I probably did not need to use Rule Breaker there, but whatever. I guess we'll just do this. Yeah, we're getting ready to go to Lostbelt 3. We just got to do Phantom's upgrade quests. But yeah, that interlude is it's not like the hardest thing in the game or anything, but it is surprisingly difficult. It's definitely one of the hardest things I've seen. If you want to test like a Lancer out, you want to test how strong a Lancer is, that's one of the hardest stages you can put him up against. Because the enemy is an archer, so it's up their alley, but the archer's got over 1,000,000 health, 3 health bars, and really nasty gimmicks, and then the ads hit like trucks, so... Honestly, I would not be surprised if... you know, Ku can solo it, but even Ku... I'm not sure if Ku needed the Pierce Invulnerability or not, because he had like 2 or 3 turns of survival left, but still, you'd be cutting it crazy close. But I would not be surprised if the only things that solo that ended up being like Enkidu and Ku. Like, it's so messed up. I hope Caster gets an animation update too. Probably will happen with the whenever he I don't know when he's going to be relevant in the upcoming Lostbelts, but at some point he's going to be because he's in the opening, and whenever that happens, I suspect he'll get it. Hey, Lonely Boy, thank you for the resub. 10 months. HD Wicker Man, indeed. Wait, what's Lostbelt locked? The if you're talking about the Hercules upgrade, it's Lostbelt 1 locked, but not Lostbelt 2. Snake? Oh, what? Asclepius? Yeah, Asclepius is Lostbelt 4. I didn't even think about that. I guess Asclepius kind of is another snake servant. We have so many snake servants? You got the Medusa army, you got the ninja, there's a couple other ones, and I guess Asclepius. Oh, and Cleopatra. Yeah, Hercules is NP1. I mean, Lostbelt 5-1, not 5-2. Alright, we got... Wait, that was a 1 stage? Oh my god, was that his original interlude? Like, that's like the only story bit they've given him. And, it's 1 stage, and it's day 1, so day 1 writing is terrible. That's just sad. Okay, now this is just a generic strengthening quest right here, so this one doesn't, have any story. God, they fucking hate him. Speaking of hating him, we were talking about the other day that they'd obviously planned on doing Saber Wars 3, because Saber Wars 2 ended in a way where it was like, you know, obviously building that up. But, because it was Saber Wars 2 was so poorly received, they might not do it. Which that would really suck, because Saber Wars 3 would be the only chance for Billy to get an animation update anytime soon. But I don't know if they would actually cancel it, because Saber Wars 1 went over fine. Saber Wars 2 went over really badly. So you would think if they did Saber Wars 3, they would just try to make it better, right? But I don't know. It was not received too well, so they might be like, fuck it. Alright, let's see. Let's get a archer in here. It's only level 60, so this should be pretty easy. Just in case Lubu dies. You know, Phantom will come in here and save the day, obviously. Why was it so unpopular? I mean, there's a lot of reasons. One, the story was just stupid and not like stupid in a fun way. It was just stupid. It was way too, like, you know, space shit, as King put it. And then people just didn't really like the characters. Like, I'm surprised Space Ishtar was not that popular, but she wasn't, because, you know, Rin is so popular. But I guess it's because they just see her as completely inferior to regular Ishtar and regular Rin. So she just didn't go over well. Like, people overall did not like Space Ishtar very much. And Calamity Jane was not even remotely popular, which that I'm not surprised by, because first off, it's an American servant, and then they made her really over the top. So, you know, I'm not surprised that wasn't popular, but it's kind of a combination of, yeah, Calamity Jane's obviously not going to be popular. Ishtar, Space Ishtar seemed to be just, like, way less, like, awesome in their eyes compared to regular Ishtar, and then the story was, like, dumb as hell, so. Yeah, I don't really like Saber Wars either. I didn't mind Saber Wars 1 because it wasn't so try-hardy. It was just like this random silly little thing, you know, so it was like, okay, you know, whatever. Then Saber Wars 2 took this random silly little thing and tried to made it a really big silly thing, right? And it just, I did not care for it. Yeah, the Knights of the Round Table quest was pretty bad. And for some reason it wasn't replayable, so I couldn't even experiment with it. Although I don't know if I wanted to experiment with it, but still. A lot of shit in that event, man. And I don't mind Calamity Jane, but even I don't like the design, right? I really don't like the design, so I'm like, ugh. But it pisses me off because it was the only chance Billy had of getting an animation update, right? So if they don't do Saber Wars 3, Billy's probably not getting any love anytime soon. And then we're definitely not gonna get like Butch Cassidy or anything like that ever, because for some reason, they've tied anything outlaw related to fucking the Saber Wars, because, you know, that makes sense. Everyone thinks, you know, Star Wars and Saber Wars, obviously that's the time for cowboys, right? But for some reason they've done that, which I hate, because I actually like gunslingers a lot, and I don't like Saber Wars, so having gunslingers always tied to Saber Wars, and literally nothing else, is pretty shit. Yeah, I wish they'd given Billy an animation update with Lostbelt 1. But because he was in Lostbelt 1, we're not going to see him in another Lostbelt, I don't think. I would highly doubt it. That's not an event that they would necessarily rerun. They don't rerun everything, and they've actually been skipping reruns more than ever lately. Rip Rex, by the way. But and because that one was so unpopular, it wouldn't surprise me if they didn't rerun it, but they might. You know, I guess there's a chance that they would give Billy an animation update in the rerun of that, because it was kind of weird he didn't get one there or in Lostbelt 1. Awkward turn. They're probably going to make that Christmas event that they skipped, they'll probably make it a main interlude at some point. Which is pretty lame, because not only did we... Like, that really does suck, because it screwed over a lot of people. It screwed over people like Rex, that just wanted the quests rate up, right? And because she doesn't have many rate ups, so that's rough. And then it screws over people that didn't get the welfare, like, from the year before, so that's bad. And then it screwed everyone out of the lottery, because that was a lottery event. So them skipping that was really shit. And a lot of times lottery reruns limit the amount of lottery you can do. Like, you only can do like 10 or something. But still, 10 lotteries is still nice. It's still like, you know, 10 skill gems, like in some, you know, apples and shit. Like, I'll take that. I'm not sure why I'm bothering with the attack down there, but... I mean, most of the events in FGO are Eastern based. Like, the overwhelming majority of them are. I would say the opposite. I would hope we get less, because there's so many, it's getting a bit old now. I farmed some Gilfest last night because I hadn't done a lot of it. And I don't need to do a lot of it. It's in A. It's kind of whatever. But I wanted to make sure I got a few things done there. But yeah, it's pretty much done today. Yeah, you might, if you got time, it's quite possible to grab all the command codes in one day. You don't have to do that much to get them. They're pretty easy to get. Though, if there's ever some command codes you don't want to miss, it's that Gilgamesh one. Like, seriously, just farm a little bit today and just get the Gilgamesh one, right? You fuck the other two, they're fine, but like the Gilgamesh one is to this day one of the absolute best command codes, so you do not want to miss that one. And seriously, it's not hard to get that one. You only need to do a few lotteries. Good luck with the challenge quest, Sari. The last challenge quest is so easy though. Like that one, it's like, you know, if you don't know the gimmicks, it'll fuck you up, and it's kind of one of those. It's about figuring out the gimmicks, and figuring them out actually is kind of fun because the gimmicks are kind of wild. But once you do figure out the gimmicks in that stage, it's nothing. It's really easy to beat with just berserkers and just see red press red and the right kill order, and there you go. Yeah, you Kualder can solo it, Darius can solo it, a couple other characters can solo it. Oh, I will say, I discovered this with Ace of Hearts. Darius cannot solo that stage unless you have him either at level 70. He can obviously solo it at like level 80, 90, 100, like just level 80. Darius can solo it, but he cannot solo it at level 70 unless you have the craft essence like at like level 80 to 100, which a lot of people are not going to have, obviously. But an easy way to solo it with Darius would just find that one guy that has a Grail Darius. It doesn't even have to be to 100, and that can do it quite easily. I'm trying to think. So for my, different accounts have an easier and a harder time with different challenge quests. It just depends on like what you have and what you're willing to do and so on and so forth. But for my NA account, I think the hardest one was the Taiga one, which it normally is, but I think that was the hardest one. The hardest I had through the whole event though was trying to make Santa Alter beat Queen of Sheba for some fucking reason, right? That was definitely the hardest thing I did in that event. But that was not the way that I would have done that challenge quest under literally any other circumstance, so that does not fucking count. Just using Ushi would have been fine. You should have, asked somebody, Ari. What'd you use then? Did you use Karna? Because I know Karna, people were saying, worked quite well, which that doesn't surprise me because it's Karna, but obviously he's Buster. The Shiva one really is not that hard. It's more of just having the right team order, I would say. That's the hardest part about it. And, not using an AoE rider is good. Yeah, I've seen a decent number of people use Karna. That makes sense, because I'd imagine Karna is actually probably on people's support list more than Parvati and Valkyrie and shit like that. Just because he's popular, he's a 5-star and all that, so... It is funny. People act like the 5 stars are like the rare thing that you can never use and stuff. Why did I just use poison? What am I doing? But what's funny is 5 stars are like, especially when you're trying to fill up your support slot, 5 stars are the common thing, right? Like if the thing you really need ends up being like a random 1 to 3 star, that's normally a lot harder to find. You almost have to go on like a Discord or something and ask people, because people, even if they have 3 stars and stuff, they don't slot them. So yeah, you pretty much have to ask somebody, otherwise it's not gonna happen. Dude, Karna to this day I think has the best animations in the game. They're just so good. They're so meaty. Not only are they really meaty, but they're really good quality too. Dude, so many 5 stars get screwed over by animation updates where DW doesn't give them a lot of effort, because they're an old unit, they feel like they've already made the money they can make off them for the most part. It's pretty obvious they phone in their animation updates. When you compare, when they try to make a new 5-star and really hype them up, like Yang or Space Ishtar, although that didn't work out, but whenever you can tell they're putting in loads and loads of effort and they're really trying to make money off of them. They put a lot of effort into the animations, right? They're really smooth, they have a lot of variety, and in Space Ishtar's case, they literally put the effort of 3 servants into one, because every single one of her ascension stages has different animations. But then with Karna, because he's an old servant, they normally don't put in as much effort. Yeah, like with Scats, Scats was pretty lazy. But with Karna, they weren't that lazy. I mean, it wasn't the most effort they've ever put into something, but they put pretty good effort into it. It was not that lazy, it was pretty good, in between frames. And they based his attacks off things that make sense pretty well. So I would say out of all the old characters got an animation update, Karna's probably the one they put the most effort into. He's got 3 or 4 Buster animations, and again they have good in between frames. He doesn't just go from his neutral stance to all of a sudden some radically different stance, right? They actually put pretty good effort into it. And I would imagine the reason for that is probably a few things. I want to say I know they said that they actually barely finished it in time, so that probably didn't help. But I guess it's because, you know, obviously it was for the main story. You know, APOC anime. Karna's incredibly popular. I feel like, am I the only one that feels this way? I feel like Karna went from like this niche servant that people only knew about if they were like really hardcore into Fate, right? Because APOC wasn't even out yet and stuff. And then as like the books came out, then he gained just, you know, some popularity, but a lot of people didn't read the books. And the anime came out, and although a lot of people didn't like the anime, everyone really liked Karna. And then with his stuff in FGO, I feel like Karna has just like slowly ascended the ladder of popularity, and now he's just like really fucking popular. I mean, he really deserves it, so I'm okay with this, but I feel like he's one of those characters that's kind of gone from not really that popular to omega fucking popular. Like, even my friend Cass, when he didn't know too much about APOC and stuff, he didn't like Karna because he didn't like the design, and then just like he knew almost nothing about his character, but what little he knew, he just was like, whatever. And he did not like the design too much. But then after he actually saw Karna's character and stuff, he was like, oh my god, Karna's awesome. Like, I know so many people like that. My brother was like that too, actually. My brother was like, oh, this Karna, I don't really like this design, and you know, I don't really care about Indian mythology too much. And then he actually saw what Karna was about and everything. He was like, okay, Karna's great. Gil was pretty much popular from the get-go, though. Like, I think Gil definitely got more popular as they fleshed his character out more. Like, when it was just Fate Stay Night. Like, not even Fate Hollow, right? Because Fate Hollow kind of started to, you know, show a bit more about his character and stuff. But, like, when it was just Fate Stay Night, he was still pretty popular. Definitely not as popular as he is now, but he was still pretty popular. And I think it's because, you know, he's got a really cool design, you know. He's a handsome lad. And the gold and everything's kind of cool, and he's really strong and stuff, and people, I don't know why, but especially it's when they can back it up. I notice really cocky assholes that can actually back it up normally are really popular. Like, it does on so many stories. It doesn't matter if they're good guy, bad guy, male, female. It literally doesn't matter. And the voice actor does really good that too. But yeah, Gil was pretty popular from the get-go, but then he just got way more popular as he showed his character more, and like that he wasn't just an asshole, and he got like way more popular. Like, I remember CCC made him a hell of a lot more popular, and then everything else kind of just expanded on that. So, but yeah, his VA does definitely kill it. All right, is this the last stage? I think maybe we have one more. I wasn't paying attention. Then it's off to Lostbelt 3 and death. There's no way we're beating Lostbelt the stage today. There's no way. Like, I just want to get, like, I'm gonna try. I'm not gonna like bitch out. I'm gonna do my best, but there's just no fucking way we're not ready. We're going to need Curse Arm upgraded. We got to get his protection from the wind to 10, I think. We're gonna need every little thing in our favor. And I think I need to level up another assassin. I think I can only bring 5 assassins right now. So I'm gonna need to level up, like, I haven't decided who it's gonna be. It's probably gonna be Serenity or Jinkei. I can't really think of who else it would be at this point. Or I guess maybe Kojiro, because he does have an evade. That's the thing, I really want an assassin that has an evade. So it might be Kojiro, actually. Oh, Izo! Yeah, Izo. Definitely Izo. That's definitely the one. Because, yeah, Izo's got evade, and he'll do bonus damage to the... he won't do bonus damage to the dolls. Actually, he might. I think they're humanoid, funnily enough. But he'll do bonus damage to the enemy assassins, which is the most important. So, yeah, definitely Izo. No question. The problem with Jinkei is she's just, like... You know, she has no survivability. And, like, you need that so badly in that stage. And in general, like, when you're doing 1 to 3 star stuff, you need survivability, and she has none. And then that can be okay if she did, like, just, you know, god tier damage, if she was just, like, ripping, you know, bitches' throats out and stuff, but no, she just does, you know, okay damage. How to prepare for Lostbelt 3? I mean, it kind of depends on what you have, like what you have on your account and stuff, because you have certain key things and you almost don't have to worry about it. But I mean, make sure if you don't have any Avengers, make sure you've got Lubu leveled. If you have no Avengers whatsoever, or your best Berserker. If you got Hercules or Beowulf, you know, that'd be better. But, you know, have your best, you know, single target Berserker leveled if you don't have an Avenger. And it's good to have one of those leveled anyway. Make sure you level because basically you need great, yeah, but basically you need somebody to be able to kill Lee, right? And then Berserker is also good for Mothman, right? So level, and because you're probably not gonna have a good caster, but yeah, you want the best caster options you have. Like having Castraku and Medea leveled will be really good. Okay, here's the list basically, and I'm going to go with the budget stuff, and I'm going to trust chat to be smart enough to be able to know what non-budget alternatives would replace these. Like if I say Lu Bu and you have Hercules, obviously Hercules is better, right? Duh. Shit like that. But these are like the things that like everybody has that you should probably level if you haven't. So Mozart's a big one because he helps a lot with Lee. He helps a lot. You can use him for Mothman as well. But he's a huge help for the Lee fight, and he can be good for the Yu and Horsepindo fight. So Mozart's a huge one. Medea and Castraku are really big. They really help clean up against Lee as well, because Lee's going to be a fight a lot of people are going to struggle with. You're going to want like Billy and Robin and David for some of the fights like Horsepindo and Landling. You could probably get away with maybe just David and Robin or something like that, because you could summon a friend's archer, if I remember correctly, and that'll make it easy, so it's not a big deal. But David and Robin. Let's see, and then for Mothman, you're basically going to want like taunt walls and a Berserker or something, or an Avenger. So George, Leonidas, Smash, those kinds of things. Which I would hope most people have leveled by now. And then like utility wise, I think if summoning a friend's Jolter will make the fight really easy. But if you're not going to do that, or you can't, then maybe level like Clown Boy, and his buff block will help a lot. And you can also use Clown Boy for Lee to an extent. So pretty much that stuff. And if you happen to have Plot Monk or Ilya, then make sure you have them leveled, because they'll make Lee a million times easier. Also, you want taunt walls for the Lee fight, which is funny. A lot of people think you don't because he casts taunt at random, but taunt walls are still really good in that fight. Is Anastasia an acceptable caster? Not really, to be honest. Not trying to hate, but she's not really going to help you very much in any of those fights. Like, she's better than nothing, but I honestly, I think Castraku is better, and I think Medea might even be better, and her team cost is so high. Like, she's just not very helpful there. She's AoE, her damage is shit. None of her niches actually help against Lee. Like, she's better than nothing because she is a 5-star, right? But like, I would not want to do Lee with Anastasia as my main DPS. So you could use her as like a backup, like as a last man standing at the end to clean up. But like, if you have like taunt walls going, or like you got Mozart, buffing somebody, you don't want it to be her. You're so much better off with it being someone like, a Berserker to get those guaranteed crits with Mozart, or somebody that's just gonna, benefit more from the art up and things like that. Like, she's not terrible, but yeah, I would not. Sheba would be fine for Lee. You can protect Sheba, use Mozart to give her crits, and yeah, Sheba's really good actually, because she has the crit buff and everything, and you can probably get 2 or 3 crit turns out of her, so yeah, Sheba's totally fine. Neurocaster's totally fine. Neurocaster is literally like one of the best DPS casters in the game, even though she's AoE, so she's totally fine. I don't know if Cersei can pig. If Cersei can pig Lee, then she's totally fine there. She's probably still not amazing because her DPS sucks, but the pig would help so much, that would be fine. But I don't know if she can. I have no idea if she can pig Lee or not. Yeah, if you get shooting, shooting's fine too. She's not the best though. Her toolkit's not like the best thing ever, but she's good enough, I would say, as long as you have like decent backup. But yeah, basically taunt walls are good. Make sure your Leonidas and George are up to snuff. Make sure you've got something to deal with Mothman. If the niche stuff you might want to consider leveling though would be like Clown Boy and things like that. But definitely Mozart. God, Mozart will just help you so much. The guaranteed crits for both the Lee fight and the Mothman fight are very helpful. Cersei can't, from what I remember. That's stupid. I hope she can, because that's really... I thought she could off memory, but I don't know. I'd be really stupid if she can't, though. Yeah, upgrading her NP would be nice. The students are human, but no, Sansa would not be good. Because it's not a matter of damage, it's a matter of... Although if you can do some nice normal card damage, it's great, but it's a matter of getting rid of their buffs. And again, like if Sansa had Pierce and Vulnerability or something, or buff removal, sure, but he doesn't have either of those things, so he's kind of worthless, unfortunately. Yeah, honestly, I could see Canis working as the main DPS there. Like, if you have to go at neutral, she's fine. Like, her damage output is really good. I'm sure, though, you did not use, like, budgety, supports, I would demand. Well, actually, maybe you could do pretty budget supports with her, to be honest. They are... Because her survivability is actually good for that kind of fight, the way her survivability is. Also, Rip Blue Boo. Yeah, honestly, Canis is just... She's good. Like, which for challenge quests and whatnot, I've been really surprised at how good she's been. My neighbor's dog is barking like a maniac right now, and it's driving me crazy. Yeah, if Cersei can pig Lee, then she's pretty good there, because CCing him is pretty great, considering how high his damage output is. I am misclicking so much right now. The thing that makes, honestly, Assassin Lee the easiest is strong supports, which is something a lot of people are lacking, so, that's why it's good, though, if you have leveled up good DPS yourself, so you don't... If you can summon somebody's Merlin or Tam, you know, Scatty, and that goes along with whatever DPS you have there, that's gonna make that fight not even that hard, to be honest. The main thing is just kill him fast. Hey, thank you for the raid, Trouble. We're getting ready to go to Lostbelt 3 and fight the boss we're stuck on, but we're getting Phantom's upgrades done, unironically. This is probably the first time on any account that I have ever gotten his buffs unironically. Yeah, Plot Monk is really good for Lostbelt 3. And if anyone fears Mothman, just summon... Literally, Jalter can solo it, so... You can always just do that. And she doesn't even need, like, extra setup or anything. You just do a typical, you know, George Leonidas. But I guess the one trick is you have to have a Jalter with a Gut CE. It won't work without a Gut CE. The way that gimmicks in that fight work is just not... It's just not possible, like, because he removes your buffs and then will kill you, so... But if you have a Gut CE, you can't do that. But yeah, if you have a friend with Jalter that has a Gut CE, just use that. And she doesn't even need good skill ranks, and she can be NP1, it doesn't matter. So if you're like worried about that one. Like, that's a hard fight if you don't cheese it, but it's so easy to cheese that fight that you're really only gonna get stuck on it if you're like handicapping yourself. Like this account, probably gonna get stuck on it. But if I was, you know, trying, I would just summon a Jalter and lol, you're done. So it's not really an issue. The Lee fight is definitely harder in my opinion. Revenge Doggo all the way. He'd probably work pretty well there too. The main problem is his buff removal. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I don't remember if his. I know you can remove. In the first stage of that fight, the boss is not debuff immune. But I guess he might be able to remove his buffs anyway, even when he is debuff immune. I don't remember if that blocks it or not. I don't think it does. But also, I know he does not remove his debuffs. He becomes debuff immune, but if you have buff block already on him, he won't remove it, and it stays. You know, like from Clown Boy, the effect lingers, so whenever he NPs again, his effects still won't apply. And then he's easy. Lee can be pigged? Well, that's good. That makes Cersei a lot better there. Okay, we got our buffs for Phantom. It's time to go die miserably, and then realize we need to level up our skills on our other assassins. But, you know, maybe we can win without doing that, but I doubt it. Because we're going to be pushing it so hard on value, and I think I'm going to need to level another assassin. You know, probably Izo, so... Alright, let me think. This is going to be so dumb. There's just no way. Like, there's just no fucking way. This is gonna be so bad. And because I don't have enough assassins, I'm gonna bring Medea in the back, see if she can... Because I know the final guy is another one of the assassins. I guess Fuma, that's another thing. I haven't done Shimosa yet, so Fuma's not, because I was upgraded in P. This is going to be so bad. Also, fucking 3-star CEs. They're so not good. I might have to go double Phantom though. We'll see. I think double Phantom might be better than double 100 Face, even though 100 Face is a, you know, much better unit. But the way this fight is, I'm not sure that's how it's gonna work out. I actually don't remember what we thought was best here. Yeah, Pierce and Vulnerability. I'll go default for now, though. I'm just gonna see. It's gonna be that or Atlas, I would expect. I do not believe. I know this fight well enough that I don't think we're ready. We're gonna need another assassin. We're gonna need those skill ranks up. The question is, I just kind of want to see if Phantom, like, if he's worth his weight at all. Like, how much oomph can he give us? I just had to give him the danger tag, man. That's legitimately nice. Let me think. You gotta play the long game here. We evade immediately because I need to use it. The amount of times I need to cast evade throughout this fight is very high, so I need to just start getting it on cooldown. The main issue is they just can't even kill those guys very quickly because they're at neutral and you know, 3-star situation. Oh yeah, and your Mysticode's on cooldown for a while. That's a thing. Okay. See, I wish we had gotten like a lot of art chains and we could NP right now before these guys can NP. That would be the dream, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I might be able to get... We're at 60% right now. If they get attacked this turn, they might get it. Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Hit me! Oh my god, hit me! You fucking bitches! That even so good! Alright, let me think. That sucks, dude. If I could've gotten an NP there, I could've really limited their damage this turn. Fuck, man. Now none of my NPs are any good value because they're low on health. Really? Like, literally hit, like, anyone, but they hit him twice. That is sad, so bad. Because I need him to live to at least do his second skill one more time. Like, he's got to at least do it twice. Holy shit, man. I feel like Phantom's NP is just going to disappoint the hell out of me. I should have done her NP first to get the art resistance down. Or overcharge, doesn't really matter here. I mean, you're counterclassing, man. You're counterclassing. And that's the damage. Like, that's the damage. With the attack buff from the Mystic Coat, by the way. Okay, at least they do enough damage to one-shot. That's good. They don't even need the buff. That's really good. Wow, Phantom's already dead. Okay, I will say that was really bad luck. Yeah, he's got to live to remove the buffs from this guy right here. The problem is there's like another 4 of those guys. That's the thing. There's so many of them. That's why I'm thinking 2 Phantoms might be right. And then you can kind of focus more on the 100 face looping. But I don't know if you have the survivability at that point. This is where I wish I could use MASH. That would help a lot. Because even though they get armor ignore from time to time, I like how my other account, you know, look at how much better this 100 face is, right? But obviously I can't use that one because of the rules, right? But like, that one is so much better than the one I'm going with. And it's right there, right? Jesus. Although you would not want Black Grail, I would switch that because you don't need that kind of damage output. You would want just either survivability or something that helps loop your NP. It is nice being able to just yeet the buffs like that, though. Like, that's pretty cool. So I'm gonna get risky here, and I'm gonna try to make some stars, so then maybe we get... I think what I need to do is just make sure one of the 100 faces gets their NP. I was thinking of a quick chaining there, but I think we just start focusing on this one, and then when he gets her other art card, try to give her the like an art chain or something. And hope she gets attacked here. Good start. Fuck. Let's see, that means the next hand. Actually, I think there is an art chain in the next hand, I think. Also, I need to kill this guy before he gets his NP. That's a really cool animation, by the way, for a trash mob. Fuck, we don't have an art chain here. You need to kill him this turn or we're in super trouble. Fuck, man! Oh, that's not good. Because now I need to NP the front one, which only has... that's waste, right? Because it only has 40k. So I'm wasting 20k damage, roughly. Well, shit. The only good news is I can get a lot of overkill on these 2 art cards. And overkill is nice because it's more NP gain, Sergeant, etc. You're about to get decked. Yeah, pretty much. That's what that skill is. Damn, that's right. That guy's gonna get the NP up. So only one guy's NPing, but he's gonna hit harder. Just don't hit Phantom. Just don't hit Phantom. Okay, that's acceptable. I think it's acceptable. She can probably recover from that. The dot sucks though. Okay, 2 turns on Phantom getting... Oh boy, that's gonna be hard to kill that guy in time. If I have to wait 2 turns, he's gonna be about to NP. Don't worry, guys. Phantom's gonna get his NP. We're saved. It's definitely not why you bring him. Yeah, I've thought about Atlas. We'll see. It depends. The thing is about Atlas is you only use the skills once and then they're done. Where with default you can use the heal like 3 times potentially, which is a lot of value. But Atlas lets you remove the burn. Invulnerability's nice, and yeah, the cooldown reduction can be handy. So we'll see. Bad luck there. She got crit, and she's kind of on the ropes. I think each 100 face needs to NP at least 3 times. Like you need to have each of them NP at least 3 times. That's probably 6 kills. That's a pretty big deal. I'm not sure you actually have him NP here. I think you do it next turn because that's when you can charm. Really wish I had NP gain for the other 100 phase. If she could NP like next turn, that'd have been super good. But it's not gonna happen. I do see the light though. Like last time we did this, it was just so hopeless. But I do see how I think we're gonna win eventually. But I think we're gonna need to upgrade some skills and you know, maybe get Ezo leveled, that kind of thing. So the attack buff is completely pointless for 100 face because without any buffs she can one-shot the riders, and I'm pretty sure she'll one-shot the assassin as well, so there's just no point in using it that way. They don't kill this guy this turn, thankfully he's charmed, so Phantom's making the cut, no question. I wasn't sure if Phantom would make the cut or not, but he makes the cut, no question. Like not only do you get the buff removal for at least 2 guys, but the charm is helpful in case, because there's definitely a world where you don't have that guy killed on that turn. So it buys you an extra turn before, you know, he can NP. So Phantom absolutely is gonna make the cut on this team, like no question. That dot really is killing me though. Like that's sucking quite a bit. For the love of God, kill this 15k guy. I think we will go with Atlas though, because removing the dot is in total a lot of extra health, and then with that you might be able to have Phantom actually live long enough to remove this guy's buffs, right? And that's big. And I don't know, we might go double Phantom. I know that's pretty whack, but it might happen. Unfortunately, 100 face is going to die here unless she gets her heal card, which she did get, but she still may die. If she lives here, though, next turn she can do her big heal, which would be a big help. But, so these guys can cast Pierce and Vulnerability, so I might as well do the evade now, because it's the most likely turn for me not to get decked. Much as I'd like to Art Chain, because Phantom's NP is good, you gotta do the heal. Oh right, I could get my 100 face and oh yeah, good point, Ari. Yeah, there's really no reason why. We never banned command codes on this account to begin with, and respecs are free. So yeah, there's literally no reason for me not to do that. That's a good call. I don't know why I wasn't thinking of that. I actually thought of that earlier today before I was streaming. I was like, oh yeah, I should give command codes to 100 face, but I just forgot. And then I don't think I would have remembered, so. Because yeah, that would have saved her. How much damage did that do per turn? It was quite a bit. Like that would have saved her a lot of life. Yeah, I know. These guys are the fucking worst. Because it's a 3-hit evade, and then they have guts, and then they can cast Pierce and Vulnerability. By the way, what the fuck am I supposed to do now? I actually think we put an assassin here in the back. Because the way we're playing this is how we're going to play this basically every time. So you're going to get to this point a lot, and you're going to have 3 assassins out. So I think the first replacement for the first unit that dies needs to be a caster. And we need to have them deal with this horse shit. There is no AoE buff removal for 1 to 3 stars. The only AoE buff removal is on like 4 and 5 stars. Like, you know, Ivan. Ivan would be amazing here, even though the enemies are assassins. You wouldn't care. Like, Ivan literally could remove. Can you imagine if we had Ivan? He would remove 3 evades, 3 guts, 3 NP charges, and 4 NP ups. Like, it's just insanity. But yeah, there's no 1 to 3 stars that can do that. This is awful. Like this right here, this is awful. They are gonna shred us now. The good times are over, boys. Yamakusa would be good too. Yamakusa would be some good shit. Yamakusa is excellent here because not only does he have the, you know, AoE buff removal and he does it first and all that, but he's a ruler, so the fact that they're 2 different classes doesn't matter to him. You know, casters have to look out for the riders. Yeah, Fuma needs to be like Caster Ku or Medea or something like that. I can put buff block on 1 though, so if he casts Pierce Vulnerability it won't work. I guess we'll do it on him, because that's the one I'm least likely to kill. Oh right, he puts it on everyone. That's right, what off Fuma, man. He's kinda good. Alright, well, I have hope for this now. You know, we were pretty stuck, but I see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't think we're gonna win like this second or anything, but Phantom's being a big help here. I wish my Fuma had his MP upgrade, because then he'd actually have the damage output to really fuck these guys up. But without his MP upgrade, he'll be okay, but he's not gonna do so good. And we have buff removal! They are such cancer, dude. They are such fucking cancer. Who designed these guys? That is fucked, man. What a bunch of twats, dude. These guys suck so bad. Lee? Yeah, Lee, yeah, right. Lee did design these guys. I mean, there hasn't been any shortage of challenges for this account, so that's not really an issue. So that heal is actually good when you level it. It actually is one of the better scaling skills in the game. It goes up to a heal for 2,500, and it's like a 4-turn cooldown, which that's pretty wild, but when it's not leveled, it's crap. Surely she can do 12k without a buster card. The extra attack should get the job done. I think we're going to want to level Fuma's first skill too. We're going to want that attack down to be as big as possible. We might not have to level Izo though. We'll see. Izo would probably be better than Curse Arm though. I don't think Curse Arm is actually that good here. So Izo would be a better replacement. Because he can rip up some people. He should be able to kill 2 or 3 people on his own pretty easily. Where I don't think Curse Arm can really do that. The question is, what do we use? Like, do we use Medea? Do we use Caster Ku? Like, what's the caster unit gonna be? Do you think that even bad 3-star CEs with sure hit are good here? It depends. It depends on what kind of unit you put them on. I might. The thing is, I don't think there are any 3-star sure hit CEs that are available like for anybody. They're all from like limited time events, like that the Brown Shiki. I don't remember her name. I actually like her character, but I cannot remember her name to save my life. But you know, the archery captain, right? That CE would be good here. Like I'd probably put that on Medea because then she would do a lot better here, honestly. But I don't think there are any. I don't think there are any sure hit 3-star CEs that you can get anytime you want. They're all like from events. Like there are sure hit and piercing vulnerability CEs that you can get at any time, but they're 4 and 5 star. I don't think there's any 3-star ones unless I'm forgetting something. Because you can get like the Taiga one, right? The Taiga one would work. You've got Origin Bullet, obviously, stuff like that. But those are not 3 stars, so. I bet you this account has the Taiga one, and like Medea with the Taiga CE would be like much better here, but yeah, we can't use it. I kind of want to use Curse Arms NP on the one guy because he can insta-death through evade. But I need to kill this guy because he has his NP. That kind of sucks, but... There's still 8 enemies, although I do think we'll do a lot better because, one, we didn't get that lucky, and the back row is obviously not optimized, so... And yeah, like what Aries said, we should give our 100 base command codes. I looked it up. All sure hit 3-star CEs are limited. Yeah, I figured. I thought that was the case, so... it feels bad. Although I kind of need to NP this guy because he can fuck up Medea. Yeah, I think I have to do that. That sucks, but it's probably right. The dream is he insta-death, so then Medea can art on the assassin. Thankfully, though, for anyone in this boat, right? Like, you could be a free-to-play person and all that and never spend any money and get to this point, and you're gonna have the Taiga CE, I would say, most likely. And if you don't, then you probably have some other units that are better than this. I mean, no one is actually in, you know, this stupid of a situation. Okay, so that one guy only has 11k life. But he's got his NP. This is also where Fuma having his skills upgraded would be really nice, because I could have already reapplied the attack down and crit down, which is actually a really big deal here. It really helps your casters not fall over dead. Like, we removed more buffs from hitting this guy, but this guy would actually be removed as a threat, which is kind of a bigger deal. So I think the team is going to be something like either Phantom 100 phase, then Medea, and then, you know, 2 other assassins, like maybe Izo, and maybe Izo Curse Arm, that might happen, but either that or maybe Izo Fuma, we'll see. Or it's going to be 100 phase, Phantom 100 phase. I'm not sure what's better, the 2 Phantoms or the 200 phases. Probably the 200 phases, but we'll see. This is also where if my Medea was leveled, I could get more rule breakers in. We would find we could have gotten like more rule breakers and have this about to come back and you know, NP again, which would be really good. So honestly, we have the tools we need to win right now. I think we just would need to level them more. Also, having Fuma's upgraded NP right now would be really nice, but it's not to be. Because, like, you could potentially have Fuma's upgraded NP and the attack buff from the Mysticode right now if I could have got, like, Phantom's NP sooner. And he could probably kill the 2 riders. Yeah, definitely. You could easily get 20k between an upgraded NP and the attack buff. Like, no problem. Damn, I really needed Medea to live a little bit longer than that. Well, we're looking kind of screwed right now, but I definitely think this account's going to be able to win at some point, which is... I'm really happy about that, because this was a pretty daunting stage, and I'm definitely seeing a ray of hope here. The problem is the final one is another assassin, and we just don't have the means to deal with that right now. But I can see a team having the means to deal with that, so... Actually, the main reason I haven't done Shimosa is just because we had decided to do the Lostbelts first. This account probably could handle Shimosa. Shimosa is difficult, but I think Lostbelt 3 is harder, I would say. Although that is somewhat dependent on what you have leveled, right? If you have no casters leveled and no berserkers leveled, Shimosa's going to be a bitch. But if you have no assassins leveled and no casters leveled again, this place is going to be a bitch, so it kind of depends. But this account could probably handle Shimosa. The hard part would be the assassin fight and the Raiko shooting fight. Those would be the 2 hard fights. We could handle Amakusa. We've got what we need for that fight. Well, we're definitely screwed, but progress. I'm not exaggerating. I think this is the only stage in the entire game that Phantom is meta for a low star team. And if you're not a low star team, he's still not meta. Like, there's still way better picks than him, like Ivan and Amakusa and all that. But for like a 1 to 3 star team, I think this is the only stage in the entire game that he actually makes the cut right now. Can we at least go out in a blaze of glory here, get like an insta-death proc? No point in quick chaining. AoE Charm's not really an issue because it's really easy to kill Shoten really fast. But it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard for this account to kill Shoten fast and to be able to deal with Raiko. No insta-death, we're screwed. They were screwed anyway, but because yeah, these are the last 3 enemies, and they're all assassins. So we're gonna need Medea to show up later. I don't know. We might even need 2 casters. There's just these royal guards are fucked, man. We either have to have like somehow get through those assassins earlier and not use Medea until later, or we need to be able to protect Medea. Which it is possible to do. I mean, if we upgrade Fuma's attack down, and then maybe we put in like Hans or something, you could potentially keep Medea up alive for a good while. But then whatever assassin is out has to be able to deal with the riders. That's where Fuma needs his NP upgrade. Like, that might work where your back row is like Fuma, Medea, Hans, or somebody else that will help with Medea staying alive. But then the one assassin you have out is, if it's Fuma, he's got to be upgraded. You've got to have that upgraded NP. You've got to have the skills upgraded because you need to maximize like the time on his first skill, and you need, when there are riders, he's got to be able to kill them. I mean, there are many fights that Amakusa is really good for. It's not just this one. Like, Amakusa's been good pretty often, to be honest. I think he's one of the more underrated people. Yeah, honestly, I wouldn't be surprised that Amakusa can solo this. That does not surprise me, because if you're NPing often, you're always getting rid of their buffs. When you clear wave, you get to go twice in a row without them getting to attack. He's obviously going to get his NP often in a solo. He's a ruler, so they're not doing too much damage to him. So yeah, I'm not surprised Amakusa is really good. Yeah, I think Amakusa's... I always say that, like, there's so many good units, there's not that many underrated ones, really. But yeah, I guess Amakusa probably is one. People just act like he's super niche, but he's really not. His niche comes up pretty damn often. Yeah, if Fuma is 10-10-10 and we have his upgraded NP, I think that might be enough. We might not need to do too much more than that. Medea being upgraded would be good too, though. Medea's got a lot of work to do. Oops. That's for the the white screen is for when we play the impact game, right? Because if you literally click anything on your computer, it minimizes the game for some fucking reason. So always have Notepad up to make fun of it. I'll play that game later today. I'll probably stop streaming when I'm done here and take a break, and I'll probably stream that tonight. I have a story about that game that I'll tell later tonight, and it's very frustrating to me what happened, but it's a thing. Let me check. I'm almost positive this account does not have any of the limited sure hits that were around. I just wasn't playing the account during any of that stuff. Yeah, we don't. I didn't think so. But yeah, that would be nice. So we can still upgrade our skills more. I'm just trying to be careful. I don't want to commit to anything yet. Where is this account on? Oh, I've already. Oh wait, no, this is the. I always do that. Oh, that's another thing. We're allowed to use faux pas. I just haven't used them yet because I don't want to use them until I'm like, okay, we really need it on this unit, right? It's probably going to end up on a berserker like Mori or Lubu or something like that, just because 1 to 3 stars are so unprepared for extra classes and stuff like that. I keep it. I just cannot. I will always see that this one as command code because it's CC, and then the picture looks like a fucking command code. It's so obnoxious. I think it might end up on Mori. Like, I think Mori ultimately is better than Lubu. It kind of depends on the situation, though. So we'll see. I'm not going to use them until I feel really confident. And I've tested stuff a lot, so there's no rush. Yeah, I figured I didn't have a lot of these. Thankfully, you can respec for free, though, so I might as well use whatever command codes I got. I actually don't know what command codes this account has, because I don't do events on this account, really. I've done like 2 or 3 events ever. So we're missing a lot of the staples. Got some okay ones here, though. Let me think. So there's a lot of buff removal ones. Do I have like the sheep one? Nope. So we've got this, obviously. That's actually the only debuff removal one we have. Does this? I think this removes like the fence down or something. It's the other one. It's this one. This one removes, I think, dots. So that's okay. Now, I'm not going to make the command codes 1 to 3 star because there's literally no... The game just doesn't make any... There's no distinction between command codes. Just, like, name me a 3-star command code that's easier to get than a 5-star one. Like, it's not a thing, right? It doesn't work that way. Like, command codes are obtained the same way as everything. And this account is so handicapped and so, like, let me put it to you this way. Using 3-star craft essences is so stupid and it is so limiting that I literally don't give a fuck about using like stronger command codes, right? But what if they don't have that command code? I don't care. If you don't have that command code, you're gonna have better CEs than this shit. So I literally don't care. So I'm so not bothering with that. And again, it's not like this account doesn't have a lot of like rare command codes anyway. And like in this case, let's say I use this one. The difference between this one and this one is so minor that it's not really relevant. I'm trying to think what card I want to put this on though. I wish I had the Merlin one, but I guess we'll go with that because NP gain is really important. I have the flat damage one, negative. This could be kinda good. I don't know if it's good enough to really care. If you could put it on an NP, it would be amazing. This would make Medea super strong on her NP, but no dice on that one. I kind of want buff removal on at least one other card. Or, the dot thing. I am thinking Hans might make the cut here. I'm serious, I think Hans might make the cut on this team eventually. I'm not gonna try it right now, but, if you're having trouble with impact on your phone, you can try it on PC, because you can also play it on PC. It's got crossplay, so you can like lower the settings and stuff. That's if you have a bad PC. No, this is not from The Witcher. This is from Castle Crashers. Medusa's theme, aka Evil Snake Lady. That's kind of a similar vibe, though. Buma's gonna be really important here. I really am regretting not doing Shimosa first, because I think it'd be a big help. God, this command code. I like how, yeah, guys, I don't got the Merlin one, I don't got the Gilgamesh one, but I got the Bunny Artorial one. We're saved, guys. Like, fuck. This could help Fuma out a little bit. That one is so garbage, indeed. One of the, it's funny, it's a 5-star one, and it's worse than a lot of the 2-star ones. It's actually worse than pretty much all of the 2-star ones, now that I think about it, to be honest. These aren't very good, but it's something. She's gonna need whatever she can get. It's garbage. Most turns it will do nothing, and even when it does something, it will probably only affect one card, and it's only 10%. So 10% on one card for one turn, that's nothing. The only time I can see it being okay, like above garbage, is on a unit that will pretty much use every color card every turn. They're going to do Buster Quick Art a lot in a solo. Like, they're going to do that a lot. And so it's pretty much always giving you 10%. On at least something, right? That's okay. It's still not on par with a lot of other things, but that's decent. But there's not a lot of units that are going to be doing Buster Quick Art every turn, right? And even if you're doing like Buster Quick a lot or Buster Art a lot, it's still going to give you quick some of the time, and then it's doing nothing. And there's a lot of other command codes that's going to do something all the time. Like just against the flat damage command code, it's really hard for it to just beat out the flat damage command code, for God's sakes. You actually, if you get Buster up, it still works. The Buster up applies before the Buster damage. I'm pretty sure anyway. Most command codes work that way, so it would still be okay. So you're still getting the 10%. Now, if they give you all three, or you could pick which one, then it would be great, right? Because then it's just like a 10% damage bonus. You know, that's awesome for like BBB decks. Like if it was Buster up all the time, it'd be on Gwen, right? I'd be like, fuck yes, but I can't even think of somebody that does Buster Quick Art every turn. I can think of some units that do it every once in a while, like Ku will do it every once in a while, but you would do it like maybe 2 or 3 times throughout the solo, maybe, and it's, you know, 10% on 3 turns, opposed to something that you could apply every turn, right? It's just, or something that gives you a lot of burst damage on 1 turn, which is overall better. And for most units, and the thing is, we're talking about a pretty specific kind of unit there, right? That I can't even think of one. On most, you know, basically everyone else, it's not even going to do that, right? It's going to, like, 1 every 6 turns, maybe do something good, right? That's pretty shit. I don't even remember, what does this do again? I think it's 2 stars and like removes a defense down, which is not going to be particularly helpful here. I think this is, it heals everybody and it has Star Absorb. The heal everybody is kind of good. Star Absorb not so much. Probably put that on Medea. Because if she could get like a random art crit, that could definitely be handy. Alright, it's about as good as I can do. Oh yeah, I should give Phantom CCs. I'll do that. Although, I don't know what I would even give him. The way he plays, I don't know what I could even give him to really help. I mean, I guess survival, but I don't have much survival on this account, so... Yeah, stars something, I guess. Let me think. I don't remember what this does. Does this remove ailment or something? I don't remember what that does. There's always just the generic heal stuff. Sure hit. It's okay. I probably wouldn't put it on. What if I give that to Fuma then? Like have him be the... I don't know, maybe you give fuck. Maybe we give Medea... Thank God Respecting is free. Maybe we give Medea Sure Hit and Pierce and Vulnerability command codes. I wonder if that would be good enough. The thing is, you're not necessarily going to get both cards in the same turn, but... Because Fuma's mostly there for... He's mostly there for the writers. But if, you know, if he can help out, that's good. Yeah, the Gilgamesh one's good because it benefits critting and it benefits not critting. So it's just, it's huge. Overall, now there's a lot of units that this is not true for. For just general gameplay though, I would say the two best command codes is the Gilgamesh one and then the Santa Ultra one. Like they have, like in some situations, they're obviously not the best thing, but they're just such, you know, it's just damage and more crits, so it is good. Yeah, the Gilgamesh one would not help here because they're not servants, but I don't even have it, so that's not even a thing. But normally boss battles are servants, right? This is an outlier. I'll say a chance that he could get dotted. Like hopefully we can keep the rider NPs down, but it does not hurt to have that. I do think Izo would be better than Curse Arm though. Like Curse Arm is not being that amazing here. I guess Phantom could use the dot removal too, because it could happen to him. His most important card is the art one, so put it on that. Honestly, dot removal is nice. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, it only comes up every once in a while, but it can be pretty handy when it does. Hell, I'm gonna give him another one, fuck it. I wanna make sure he has some survivability. Alright, let's try this. I still think we're really gonna need to upgrade our units a bit more, but let me check. I might just coincidentally have what I need to get Medea's skills up a bit, which would actually be good here. I probably don't, because caster gems and stuff are in just such demand on every account, but definitely this one. But if I could get her first skill to 10, like you gotta squeeze every bit of value out of every fucking unit on this team. Every unit needs to get as much done as possible because there's just so many fucking enemies. I think Medea has to be able to kill 3 assassins at least. And before she dies, she needs to kill 3 assassins. I would love to be able to get her second skill to 10, because it'll actually help her survivability a good bit. Getting her and Fuma maxed would be pretty awesome. I wonder if we do Caster Coup instead of Curse Arm. I don't know. This might look brutal, but it's like this is what we're stuck on, and I'm not going to regret this because we're going to need Medea for Shimosa as well. So having her second skill maxed, I'm totally down with. Honestly, her second skill when maxed is awesome. It's a fucking 2500 heal and a 4-turn cooldown. Like, that's a pretty nice amount of survivability. This isn't as important, so I won't worry about it right now. I feel fairly confident that Fuma's going to make the cut on this team. I don't think he's... I don't see a world where I don't bring him, so I think it's okay to upgrade him a bit. I'll stop right there, though. I'll wait on the Assassin Gems. Alright, let's give this another whirl. I think we're going to have to go to the lottery a good bit before we beat this. Get some more Assassin Gems. I think that'll end up being necessary, but we'll give this a few bashes. Should probably relog on my my main here. God, I wish I need his protection from arrows at 10, man. And sure hit on him would be awesome. I could give her starting NP and then not use her first skill right away, but I don't think that's right. I wonder if defense up is better on her. Defense up probably is better, because the first hit, like, you can just heal back. It's only 10% though. 10%, One hit over 10 hits. I'd have to get hit 11 times for it to be better than this. This one's really random, because sometimes it'll block a hit that would have done a lot of damage to you, like from a rider or something, but sometimes it won't. Also, art up for just better repeat NP and that kind of thing. I would give her the Caneth CE if it was not a 1 to 3 star account, because you can prevent them from getting Pierce of Vulnerability because of Fuma and your kill rate. And that would just, you know, make her pretty damn tanky. And she gets the flat damage, so. I mean, leveling the CEs does help, but it's not going to matter too much on her. You know, higher stats are higher stats. You don't ever complain about that. I'll just do art up for now. Do I do Atlas? The heal was nice. The heal was nice. Atlas could mean a bit more out of Phantom, though. The dot's not as big of a deal this time, though. I'll stick with default for now, because I think Fuma's gonna need it. He's gonna need the attack up. Yeah, the evade one would be good, too. And you should use the evade from the Mystic Code really early. Like, really, really early. We didn't really... Oh, I can't, though, because it's on cooldown, right? Fuck. So ideally, you should level this to 6. That way it has the same cooldown as this one. I got a card count here. I need to think what's left in the deck. So we've got 1 art card from everyone is left. So it is statistically, I think, slightly more likely. I almost want to pass on the art card on the support 100 Fates and just focus completely on getting NP on the non-support one. But that's a lot of NP going out the window if I do that. Not a very good turn here. That means we get an art chain in the last hand, though. Damn. Need to kill that guy this turn, then. Yeah, that gives him a flat damage buff, too, which is really dangerous on trash mobs. Because, like, our health is a lot lower. Like, our flat damage buffs don't help that much, but their flat damage buffs are pretty scary. If everyone could get their NPs here, that would be great. Come on. Whew. Fuck. Okay, I can kill both of them, which is really good. It's going pretty well. Yeah, actually I think we did low roll there, but I think we're alright. I probably should have been careful about that. Might have wanted to do that art card in between, because doing the overcharge doesn't matter. But putting an art card in between would have made sure like he didn't live like 400 health or some crap. So if we brought Atlas, you could remove that guy's buffs right now. And then you start working towards the next one, which would be pretty good. We shall see though. It's so brutal, man. It literally throws your whole turn out the window. Fucking crits! And it was a crit from the guy we're not counterclassing too. It's nasty. Okay. I wish we could use Mordred. That would be nice. Say that because of the music. Obviously she's not the best pick here, but my Mordred would be so much better than basically any unit on this team, just because she's level 100 and all that, and it's an AoE EMP that would, you know, kill everything. That'd be nice, but yeah, no go. Yeah, I mean, you know, damage cut and flat damage interact in like the same way, so it's like whichever one's higher, really. I wonder if I can live long enough to do the attack buff now and then give it to Fuma later. Just the attack buff doesn't help Phantom that much, but it's something. I think we do it. Try to pop this guy's guts. Not quite, but close enough that we'll get it here. That, oh my god, he crit! We could've... Oh my god, we could've maybe killed that guy. I don't think so, but we would've been close. It would've made it like really easy to kill him this turn. I think we say... Okay. Shit. I really wish one of my 100 faces had gotten their NP here. We've got to kill the assassin. I have no Buster card. Oh god, I don't think I can kill him. That's crazy! Fuck, that means if Phantom had actually killed though, I think he would. This guy would have been down to like, you know, 4. Oh, fuck me, man. That sucks. Someone crits, maybe. I might get it. No, I don't think so. I completely blame Phantom for this. God damn it. And I don't have my, okay, hold on. Be like that. I guess that. Oh my god, don't hit the back one. Don't hit the back one. Don't hit him either. Really, I could, if you could have just hit the front unit, that'd have been swell. She's literally just sitting on her her heel. This is fucked. Nobody died this turn. Phantom, no. Fuck. God damn it. This really is a result of Phantom doing 20k instead of 21k. We would have had enough resources there to have not died. I want to NP to start like building to the next NP, but I want to do that like Buster Art to that 29k guy because I could actually kill him kind of quick there. Thought about doing Fuma's card just to get him some MP gain. This is crazy, but I might NP that guy. Can an order extra attack be enough? I don't think it would be. It'd be close. If she had her second skill up, I think we could kill him. He's one turn off from that. If I could get the Buster card bonus somehow, I wonder, I could do, wait, I wonder if Buster Art would be 8k, because then we get the Buster card bonus, and then you NP when you guts. Can you, I'm gonna fucking risk using an NP on like 8k life on this fuck, but it's like, these guys are that bad. The other thing is we NP that guy and get like full value out of our NP, and then least proc guts on that guy. But then he's gonna NP somebody, which would pretty much kill somebody. I gotta go for the kill. Extra attack, don't fail me. Oh yeah, his defense down. Good call. Although I think it would be all right anyway. I think Art Buster extra would have been enough. If we didn't have the Buster, I think we'd have been fucked. But oh god, it's gonna be close. Oh my god! God, dude! And we lose a whole unit because of that. She had full health, and she's dead. That's so dumb, dude. God, and now this guy has his NP. Oh my god, that fell apart so hard. I can't afford having Medea out right now. That sucks so bad, dude. That's also where if we leveled our CEs, you could have gotten 500 more damage out of that check, because that's applying the extra attack stat over that many cards. I need to kill that guy at 500 health, but also need to NP the other guy. The longer I wait to NP, the longer it takes to get my second NP. But I really need to kill that guy. He's got piercing vulnerability and flat damage up. Oh my god, this is misery. Man, I just can't use Medea's NP right now. It's just... Oh god, why? This is bad. NK would actually be very useful if he had AoE buff removal. Not just for here, I just mean in general. It would obviously be useful here, but damn, Fuma's getting smacked. We really need Fuma's upgraded NP, man. Like, it's just in general I'm gonna use Fuma a lot, but it really matters in this stage. Like, that little bit of extra damage abso-fucking-lutely matters. Like, it would have been 4,000. Like, that guy would be dead. Like, it really fucking matters. Now, I don't want to do the entirety of Shimosa if I can help it. Like, so if we didn't have that Phantom missing out on killing that one guy by 1,000, and then 100 Face missing out on killing that one guy by 500, and then Fuma missing out on killing that guy by 4k, we might even have won this time, to be honest. We could be... Because Medea probably wouldn't have even... Like, we'd had a good while before Medea showed up, and we could have gotten a little bit more value out of the 100 Faces. Damn, man, damn. This sucks. I just can't stop their NPs quite fast enough. I wouldn't want to NP with him until later, but I might have to. Thank God she killed that. Guys, screw it, having a bad time. He's gonna die any second, so... Well, I can do that. It's rank 1, that's nothing. They're close though. I mean, let's see if one we get slightly better luck, and if we're a bit tougher with our skill ranks and stuff. Like, it's not out of our reach. It's just, well, it's a little out of our reach, but... Fucking Christ! We have so many turns like that! Like, what do I even... Ay. We're so close, dude. We're so close. Yeah, now Medea's gonna get ripped up. Of course! God damn it! Because there's... Oh, fuck. Man, that sucks so bad. I blame all that, like, almost killing things but not. That was just... That was so shit, dude. I don't even know if we heal him. I think we might save it. I mean, we're pretty boned. Can you get like that crit and somehow do 40k to this guy? What really hurt us was 100 phase. That was so much lost value when she almost killed that guy but didn't, because then she went from full health to dead, right? Like that was so bad. Where she'd killed that guy, that wouldn't have happened, and we could have, you know, kept stalling a good bit and gotten a few more kills. Oh my god. Imagine if Medea didn't go from full health to dead there too. That'd have been nice. You couldn't have crit with that. The 80%, you just couldn't have crit with that. We could have taken 2 hits off of this guy's evade, but no. You can't be bothered. It's not like we're against the ropes or anything. It's not like we need value now. Like we can totally afford throwing at this point. Obviously. I think we could. I legitimately think we could have won this run if things did not go so, like all those little bullshit things. If that had not happened, I think we could have won. Because we're so close. We're not far off here. Like, we're really not. We're so close, and literally that fuck in the middle could be down 2 evades. It's so stupid. We were so fucking close. This is bullshit. There's one guy left. There's one guy left, and this guy would be almost like dead if it wasn't for that 80% not critting. And then don't even get me started on the millions of other like little bits of value that we missed out on. Motherfucker, dude. Green man's not happy. We're so close. That at least tells me though this is beatable. Like we've got what we need. We just need some twinks. Don't kill me. Buff a lot. Buff a lot. Buff again. Buff again. Buff again. Buff again. We were gonna win next turn. We were gonna win next turn. We would have NP'd, which would have popped guts, and then we would have done art buster extra. I was one turn off winning that. You can't tell me that throughout all that nonsense, we didn't miss out on 1 turn of value. 80% not critting, Phantom doing 1,000 too few damage, 100 face doing 500 too few damage. God. Okay, I'm trying to think whose skills should I level to increase my odds of winning by the most. Well, you need a lucky start though. You need Phantom to live for a good while. You need your front row to just, you know, go smoothly. Leveling this might have saved us. I actually, for real, if this was leveled up, we would have won that. If I had bothered to level this skill, we would have won that round, because I would have had slightly higher health and he would not have killed. Because I got only 2 actions per turn, and he buffed and he attacked. If this had been leveled higher, we'd have had more health. We would have lived. Normally that wouldn't be the case though, but... like that run, leveling that skill would be right, but for most runs, that's probably not. This skill is going to be the most impactful to level. It does matter though, and I'll at least level it some because like the blue gems are no big deal. We had keep clicking off. We got good luck with Phantom at the start. Not with the damage, but like just Phantom living, we had good luck at the start. But then everything else was really bad. But if you don't have good luck with Phantom at the start, nothing else even matters. Like nothing else even matters. You wouldn't even get a shot at it. I think we changed his CE. The thing is, you're very likely to get fucked by RNG when you're working with such minimalist stuff. The more minimalist you're being, the more RNG matters, right? If you're busting out really powerful stuff, you have so much overkill value, you can weather stupid things happening, right? Also, you're less likely to have stupid things happening, like the more damage you're doing, right? Because the low high roll doesn't matter as much, things like that. You don't need to crit as much if you just have a higher attack stat. The more minimalist you get, the more RNG has the capability of destroying your face. And this account is as minimalist as it gets. So, bad RNG is rough. Yeah, they're being put to good use because I need Castiku upgraded anyway. It's not. This is not like leveling Phantom where I'm never going to use him again. I'm going to need Castiku for Shimosa and various other things anyway. So it's not a bad investment. Either starting NP or just like something that gives him survival or just general damage. This is decent stats on it. Why did I give him this one? Oh my god. Why didn't I give him this one? This one's just objectively better. It's just more health and attack. Like between that and not having his third skill level, he like definitely could have lived there. Yeah, and Castiku is good for Aphrodite as well. I'll definitely use him there. The big one's gonna be though Asclepius. Asclepius is gonna be a big deal. Actually, once I'm done with this, Asclepius will have to be the next unit I work on, just because his general gameplay is so helpful. Okay, I'm going to, this is probably not going to matter much, but I love my CEs a little bit, just because. Like, we're pushing on value so much, I want every little thing I can get in my favor. Hell, on my main account right now, I'm going to level up the one that's on the support curse arm. Curse arm? What am I saying? Hunter Face. Although I don't think I have very many CEs sitting around. I don't think I can level it that much. I can level it once. That's not much of a difference there. Oh! Yeah, I got a great success. I can level it twice. Like 30 extra attack or some shit. Just clip this. Yeah, I'll definitely use him for Aphrodite. Does he scale with Grails? Yeah, he scales pretty well with Grails because it makes him stick around a bit longer, which is good. He actually, a lot of times he might die just a little bit too soon. So yeah, he scales pretty well with Grails. Not as well as like a DPS. Supports just are generally not the best scaling with Grails, but he does scale pretty good. Especially because he doesn't give himself guts, so the more health for him, the better. I would say him and Hans are probably the two low-star supports that scale the best with Grails. I think Hans only needs a few, though. You really only need to get Hans to, like, 75, 80. You need a little bit more health on him to make sure he doesn't get, like, one shot by, like, a crit or something. Okay, this one's important. God, this freaking UI, man. I'm trying to think. I'm not sure this one's the most important, though. I'm trying to think what is the most important. I have to look who's got what. That's what matters. Okay, so the ones that matter the most is, I guess, 100 Faces. 100 Faces, and I might change the CE on Phantom.
Yeah.
Oh, I might be able to break a new ley line. Fucking finally. It's not been able to do that in ages. There are some fights you'll literally want to bring 6 limit broken ley lines. I could actually level these a lot right now if I wanted to, because I have so much FP, but I don't want to do that right now. I'd do that off stream if I was gonna do that nonsense. Yeah, these aren't. I can't do much with these right now. He needs to NP once. We don't favor his cards very much. This is probably fine then. I'm okay with default. I feel like default's okay. God, if Fuma had his upgraded NP too, that would have been another way we could have won there. There's probably a lot of people that do this though without doing Shimosa first. We're so close, man. We're so freaking close. I actually think you don't evade on turn 1, because the assassin can't attack on turn 1. Yeah, this is not good. Honestly, I think you reset if you have a run like this. There's just no reason to. Oh no, never mind. I actually got my NP there because the guy. It's not ideal, but we at least got a NP, so it's not too bad. How much do I want to? Do I heal now? The art up is so nice for the refund though. I'll wait. I'll wait one turn. The thing is, if you use it, it's not about losing the art up. I mean, that's like bad, but it's like I'm thinking about the cooldown. Like if I use it now, it comes back one turn sooner. What I'd like them to do for Phantom is buff his third skill. His third skill is just stupid, and give it like art up. If you gave him like give him art up and evade on his third skill, he's all of a sudden a pretty nice unit. Like sure, his stats will have problems, but if for a for a budget unit, I'd use him all the time. If he had that. Well, we can get rid of all of his evasion stacks here. I think you want Phantom to have his NP on this turn. Well, we got it at the price of our health. Phantom, please. This is important, buddy. I should have put the Buster card last. We don't need the NP gain. And a little bit of extra damage could matter. If I can kill this guy this turn, it would be really helpful. Okay, at least he popped Guts. He did 21k this time! Last time we needed him to do 21k. This time we didn't. But last... Motherfucker! That's the one turn we needed. This run took it from our other run. Bullshit. God damn it. If we killed that guy. Shit. See now, fuck. This is bad. If you hadn't noticed, this is bad. Okay. Let me think. Okay, he's going down soon, so... I hate that one MP's going off. Like I could kill the 26k that guy this turn if that guy had died last turn. But that didn't happen. The music knows. I almost didn't want to evade because they're not going to have a lot of actions to actually hit me this turn, but the way the timing works with the third skill, I think this is fine. I actually think I do that. The heal's pretty good here. I'm not reading chat a whole lot, I apologize, but I think I have a good excuse. She doesn't have, I forgot, she doesn't even have the dot removal thing, so she's gonna die. That sucks. There's more value to be had. That sucks. She could live a good bit longer if I had different command codes on. Maybe even get another MP out if you're lucky. But she has evade, so she couldn't die this turn normally. It sucks so bad! Oh god, I forgot to remove the dot on the other Lassance, so she's dead. This is not good. Wow, this is not good. Dude, I hate these turns where like you barely don't kill the assassin and then they just fucking melt somebody. It just sucks so bad. One hit on the evade. Dude, if we didn't just get wiped out like that right there, that run might have worked. But we're really behind now. All three of my units died like that. That was so bad. And like 100 Phase could have recovered fairly well. I need to give them more dot clears. I'm really underestimating that dot. It does so much fucking damage. It's the main reason both of them died. No one has a Buster card. Fuck. I don't think he's gonna kill. Thank you, crit, by the way. Won't get much out of this turn, but we'll get a little bit. Damn it. Yeah, we can't, we're just too behind. Like, having my whole front row die like that, I just can't deal with these riders now. Like, we're too behind. Damn, it's not gonna work. Yep, we're fucked on this one. That turn just went so bad when level 100 Faces died. Yeah, okay. I gotta give the other 100 Face a dot removal, and then I need to... I was just not removing the dot on my... I passed on the card that had the dot removal on the other 100 Face. That was a huge mistake, because she ended up just getting melted over time. It does 1,000 damage per turn, like what the fuck? It's so funny too, because if the player does 1,000 damage per turn with the dot, that doesn't... Like, that doesn't really mean anything, but for the baddies, it's a big deal, especially when you're, you know, 1 to 3 stars, not a lot of health. I hate switching command codes. It's just, the UI for it is just so bad. Actually, it's technically not against the restrictions of this account. When we set the restrictions, we never actually said you couldn't grail or use grailed units, but we haven't this entire time, so I'm not going to start now because this is just not hard enough to call for it, because I know I can win without it. Like, first off, I know I can win with what I have right now. I just need to play right and maybe get a little lucky. And I know we really could win if we leveled up our skills, right? So there's no... Why cave when it's not... when you don't need to? Like, if you get to something that's like, let's say Zeus is impossible on this account, then you use grailed units, right? But we've gotten this far without it, so... This is tricky because we have the art chain, I'm incentivized to do the art up. But this isn't really a good turn to do the evade. Like, a lot better to do it next turn. It's so nice removing that guy's buffs though. Like, that guy is such a problem normally, but he's not. Now he's not so bad. It's just his buddies that are really bad. I guess I'll do it because at least it comes back sooner. And we didn't get the art up. We got every buff except the art up on both of them. So that definitely was not right. Thanks, game. Appreciate. Yeah, they were both maxed. They were both maxed. Not looking great. I hate that your Mystic Code is on cooldown. I hate that so much. Because if I could heal right now, it starts putting it on cooldown for the next heal, right? That really matters. But now I have to wait so long. Like, it really sucks. I really hate that about Lostbelt 3. I mean, this account hasn't grailed anything, so this account would not be the account. Like, there's no reason to think if this is the account with any of my grailed units, because it has none grailed. Shit. This sucks. Karna could literally die here. Hope they hit the front one. That's the ideal. We'll probably grail on this account in Lostbelt 5. I think that I don't think you can do Zeus with these restrictions. I don't think it's possible. Well, you could with command spells, I guess, but aside from that, I just don't think it's possible. Like I did the Zeus fight was hard enough with 1 to 3s. I've done Zeus without grailed 3 stars. I did 1 to 3 stars, none grailed, but I used CEs, right? I didn't use any like super rare CEs, but I still used like a 5-star CE and stuff, and that matters because it had NP seal on it, which is huge, right? That's an easy CE to get, but not having NP seal, I don't think there's a way for this like that is so big. NP sealing Zeus at the end is massive. And yeah, you could work in Benkei, but that ain't gonna fucking fly. I could go ahead and heal. I whiffed some of it, but damn, my I don't have my card to remove the dot. The other 100 face does. What do you gotta do? Excuse me, I'm blind. Yeah, the problem with Asclepius is you can't really line it up when you're gonna, because I'm not exaggerating. I don't think it's possible to beat Zeus with a 1 to 3 star setup, like with no Grails and those kinds of thing, and not have Asclepius in the spot where I put him, because he has to stop the other debuffs, right? If you don't have Asclepius out sooner, you'll get all those fucking debuffs from breaking his first health bar, so you can't afford to put Asclepius far enough back. You could get lucky and Asclepius could just magically not die until that point, but the RNG on that would be nuts. I should have cast this earlier. Comes back sooner if I had. Not worth NPing until I can remove that guy's buffs. Worth evading yet? Probably not. The wrong 100 face has the heal. Hans could work on that slot decently well, but man, Asclepius just gets so much value in that slot, it'd be tough. Don't like that. This is so awkward. Yeah, people think Merlin needs a buff, dude. It is a thing. That guy is just... God damn it, dude! I think they have one action this turn. They had one action that turn, right? Because the assassin got the 2 actions and he was charmed. They got to attack 1 time that turn, and that guy decided not to buff and to attack, and then 1 to 3 out of who he attacks decided to be Phantom, and then he decided to crit. Motherfucker, that's stupid. And I can't MP him now because I didn't kill the other guy, and I have to kill him now. Fuck. Oh my god. Now I'm like 1 hit down on the evade. Oh my god. I love all those effects when you do that skill. It's very satisfying. This is stressful, man. I'm so mad that Phantom died on that turn, dude. It would have been so easy for him to have lived there. I could use the attack up on 100 face here, and she could probably kill this guy. She might be able to kill him if we crit. He's gonna come back with like 11k health. Got defense down. Last time, this is almost exactly what I'm gonna give her their attack up. I don't know if this is right because Fuma's gonna need it later. Oh god, is this right? Fuck, I don't know. This is fucked. So if I give her the attack up, she'll definitely kill this guy and he won't get his NP off. But then Fuma's absolutely not getting the attack up when he NPs later. I mean, if she crits, she could theoretically kill it. But my god, my luck with crits. I'm gonna do it just because I feel like guaranteed value now is better than maybe value later. Even though this could, I could theoretically have just thrown that away. Like, we might literally get nothing out of that at all, but now, she had the defense down last time and it didn't work. And she had a buster card last time too. Like, I think she, you know, it's gonna be up to the low high roll because she was so close last time. Like, if we had crit, probably would work, but I just don't want to. Well, there's no crit on the 70, so yeah, I'm good with the attack up there. Neither thing crit. I think if one of them crit, she could have done it without, but of course not. I need him to NP the 100 face in the back. If he NPs pretty much anyone else, we're boned. I don't think there's any point in attacking this one because Medea's probably gonna NP that one, so we probably start pinging this one off. So the nightmare is he kills 100 face in the front. It'd be really bad if he kills Fuma too, but if he kills 100 face in the front, I think we're fucked. That's bad. It's not as bad, but that's bad. And Fuma was about to get his NP too, so Fuma didn't really even do anything here, which is not great. Curse my small brain. Even though the reason so my logic was sound, but I didn't think this through. So I attacked this one because he was going to be closer to getting his NP, right? Because this one was going to NP and I couldn't stop it, so he's going to go down to 0, right? So it makes sense. But because of the placement order, see, I could NP with 100 face now, and then have Medea NP. Which is still okay to NP that one, but it's better if she NPs this one. But I think I'm going to have to just suck it up and do it this way. There's too much value in killing both of these guys right now. I'm a little scared. I'm a little scared we're gonna low roll and not kill this guy. Normally we do a nice bit over 60k. See, this sucks because the greedy thing is, you might always just one attack, just do the NP, then do her art card, then do Medea's. But that one attack could ping off a shield, right? And that really helps. I gotta play to my outs. I think we would lose anyway. If I played the safe way and I did the art card in between, I think I would lose anyway. I could have Medea NP first. That doesn't, the overcharge doesn't matter, but then, although then I'm wasting the overcharge. Medea's overcharge is nice actually. I gotta do the greedy play. I gotta do the greedy play. I don't think if we don't do greedy plays and then have them work out, I think we're gonna lose anyway. Medea's card, or try to get another 100 face NP. Probably try to get another 100 face NP. This is such a greedy play right here, and this could absolutely bite me in the butt, but I really think if I did the safe play, we would just lose anyway. We would just lose slower. We killed. Oh, thank God. Because now I get more battery on Medea from her overcharge, and I get at least one hit. And I get the like the better NP gain for the other 100 face and all that stuff. And I get one hit off of this evade, which might help. Please don't die. Oh my God, please don't die. Nice turn order. I can't do anything about that though. That guy's got piercing vulnerability and all that, and there's no way I'm killing him right now. Okay. So I think I have to kill the 60k. I want to like I can pop this guy's guts this turn, which would be really good. But I think I need to kill this guy because he's such a big threat to Medea. I mean everything's a threat to Medea though. Because like these guys are about to NP and shit. Okay, hold on. If I attack twice and NP this guy, guts goes off, and then I could pretty easily kill him next turn before he NPs. Is that better than killing a 61k rider that can just demolish Medea? I don't know. If that rider attacks Medea though. Killing that 61k guy is awfully tempting. But this guy's gonna NP soon and then somebody dies. And he can fuck up Medea with that damage plus, because it doesn't care about counter class. What if I don't kill this guy next turn? But I'll pop guts here. But what if I don't kill him next turn? And then I did all this for nothing. If I don't kill him next turn, he's still gonna NP. I think Medea might be out of cards. Fuck, I lost track of the deck. I don't know where we are on the cycle. Like, I don't know how many turns she's been out. Her Buster card is this turn. So like, our damage next turn is somewhat limited. Every Buster card is this turn. No one's gonna have a Buster card next turn unless this is the turn the deck resets. Fuck. Actually, just restarted the song and I didn't mean to do that. Oh, decisions. This is a pretty big decision because, my god. If these assassins were switched around, I'd kill the rider, because then I could kill the rider and then take off the shield. And if Medea could get like more NP gain this turn, and she could NP next turn, I'd kill the rider too. I'm just really worried, because I lost track of the deck, I'm really worried I can't kill this guy next turn, and then it's all for nothing. I'm gonna get NP'd anyway. Because literally every single Buster card is in my hand right now, so I'd have to get a really good Medea turn next turn to be able to kill him next turn. And I have no idea when the deck resets. I don't know if this is the reset turn or not. I think she's been out for 2 turns. So... oh god. I think we kill the rider. This is so risky though. Like, this guarantees someone is getting NP'd by that guy. And even Medea, even though she's counterclassing, might get fucked up. Because Fuma's not out. If Fuma was out, and with the attack down, I'd be like, okay, Medea can at least, you know, handle this alright. Yeah, I think Medea doesn't reset until next turn. So, the thing is, we might still be able to kill it next turn. Like, you just have to have some kind of combo that results. Oh god. Oh my god! See, I was gonna do the. Oh god, that sucks. That would have been 2 hits off that guy's shield, and not only that, but it would have, you know, we got that damage in from the. Oh fuck. Okay. Let me think. At least his piercing vulnerability is gone. I got a lot of my CEs. That little bit of extra attack I can get will help. Like, this has gotta stop happening. We have to stop meeting like this. We can actually kill this guy because she got her NP. So glad I got that 1 hit. Remember earlier when I made that greedy play? We wouldn't be able to do this otherwise. He'd have 3 hits and I couldn't kill him this turn. So thank god I did that. Part of me wants to grab that heal. Or, I mean, well, art chaining is nice. Dude, if Fuma hadn't gotten deleted so fast... Actually, what I would prefer here is for... so Medea has an AoE multiplier. It's not even a good one, she just has a normal AoE multiplier. I wish she was AoE, I wish she triple stabbed. That'd be way better here. If only this 100 face could live, but she probably won't. One more NP out of her would be amazing. Well, at least she ate an NP for me. I've got to get value out of this last 100 face. There's just too many riders left. This, like, Fuma didn't even NP. That's the thing. Fuma didn't even get a NP off. So we're really behind on that. Fuck, I got no NP gain for 100 face here. She can't get her NP. The music knows. Love this song, by the way, but not the time. Shit. If only 100 face could NP right now, dude. I could take out the NP guy. Sadness! Close, but no cigar. We got really good value at 100 face and stuff, but we did not get good value to Fuma. That's what ultimately went wrong here. Oh my god. Well, that's GG. God, and the assassin's got his NP now. I'm an elephant, by the way. Yeah, if she was AoE, her NP would be fun to be a bit better too. Her hit count's low, so it wouldn't be that much better, but it would be better. If only Medea was still alive. Can she somehow pull out a miracle here and kill this rider? Crit, please. No, we're not fighting a replica. Why does it have to be like this? I could kill that middle guy if I go all damage, but I'm also really wanting to get NP because obviously we're going to need our NPs. Smart thing to do would be cast Jakku's art card, but I kind of want to get her heal off too, and then go for that 50% Buster crit. If that Buster crit crits, he'll die. She'll have the first card Buster bonus. Might as well be greedy because we're so behind. The only way we're gonna win is with greed. Oh my god, I don't think I don't. Okay, he killed the rider. I was about to say. Crit. Yes! I don't think that's enough, but no. Why couldn't you hit 100 face? This is bad. Why couldn't he just hit 100 face? Or you're not crit. Not critting would have been swell. Don't hit. Don't. God. Thank goodness he didn't kill Ku there. I think we're fucked, but we battle on. This guy has Piercing Vulnerability. I need to get rid of. I need Medea. God, we need Medea. These fucking buffs, dude. Fuck, that's GG. If he did 100 face, he might have been able to win there. We're so close again. We're so close again. If she can kill, I think we're still screwed. We're so close, dude! Why did Fuma have to die so fast? Oh god, that one came back with 17k. Nope, we're not. Oh! Please, 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 please. I still don't think we can win, though. You crit! Oh, and that guy didn't have evade anymore. We're so close! So we need to level our skill ranks and we need to level our CEs. And that would fix a lot of the problems. We'll get it. I don't know if we're getting it right now, but like we're so many turns. We're just like so close to killing a guy, but we're not. Like that's happened so many times. So if we just need a little bit more value. And if honestly, if Fuma had not gotten so bitch slapped there, we probably would have won because that was so close. They've been so close so many times. Honestly, Fuma was just bad on that one. Fuma didn't do anything. If Fuma had been like Hans, it would have been better, right? Like almost like George would have been better. Normally, Fuma gets good value though. That was just a bad one for him. How did Phantom do? I mean, he did good enough. He didn't do as good as like 100 face. 100 face is obviously contributing the most to the team. It's 100 face and Medea. You know what's interesting though? If I leveled Izo, I could go. The front row would be 100 face Phantom Izo, and Izo would do all right as well. It wouldn't do as well as 100 face blatantly, but he'd do all right. And I could bring 2 Medeas instead of Castriku, which would be absolutely better. But I'd have to level Izo. Like that would be a better team, I think. Well, the ending would be better, the beginning would be worse. So it's hard to say if it's a better team or not, but that would be a nice option. But if I don't have to level Izo, I'd rather not. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time, and if we don't win, I'm in no rush, right? We can beat this whenever. I'm gonna try one more time. If it doesn't work, I'm gonna take a break, and I'm gonna eat and stuff, and then I'll stream again, and I think I'll play that Impact game. I want to play that a little bit more. Also, I want to talk about something that happened that I'll wait to talk about until I actually stream that game, but it's very stupid. God. Just okay, hold on. Just if this is the last run, I'm gonna do a little bit of you know what? Now I should save for Asclepius. We need to save our SQ for Asclepius. I was going to say if we rolled the regular Gasha, we could get more like high star CEs to burn for our CEs. But I should save for Asclepius. We're pretty close to unlocking him. And wait, I already have Asclepius. What is this account saving for then? I guess if they add a new 3-star, which fair enough. You know, we already know they're going to add that one character from that one event. It was a 3-star, you know, silver archer as an enemy. I forgot their name, the alchemist. They got ginger bent. That's going to get added at some point, so I should make sure I save some SQ. I just need like generic shit here so I can level my CEs a little bit. Roll 1 for the lulz. I mean, I will say the one thing that does make me kind of want to roll is if I ever want to break the rules on this account, one of the first rules I would like to break, because it's such a reasonable rule to break, is be able to bring, you know, regular CEs, right? The problem is because I don't actually do events on this account, I don't really have that many like normal CEs on it. And if I rolled this, I could get the I could get this. And if I ever break the rules, this is a nice stand-in, because I don't have Drunken Jolter, I don't have Aerial Drive, this is a really nice stand-in CE for that. So I think I actually will roll some, just because I like to, you know, oh, and I want this. This is a 3-star CE that's actually good, I've said that before. Yeah, fuck it, I'm rolling. This is actually useful for this account to roll here. So it's more useful than like, you know, waiting for a maybe, you know, 3-star later, so. Besides, a new 3-star could be unlimited, so. This is all fodder. Besides, the fodder for CEs is good. So I need this a lot. I need this a lot, and at least one copy of the 5-star would be nice. I'd like to NP5 it though, or limit break it, excuse me, because then it gets 50% starting NP, which would be pretty nice. This thing is useless though. Okay, that's good. I don't want to get Scath at all. Getting Scath would suck. I don't even need rare prisms anymore. She'd just be taking up a slot that could, of course. Of course. I just see her 2 rolls. Yep. That's basically what happened on my main account. Of course that would continue. I don't understand. I've never really tried to get Scath that much. You know, I'm like, hey, I'll throw some tickets here or there. I just get her all the time. But then when I try to get Edmund, it's like, nope. I actually did have a streamer luck moment for that I'm going to talk about later. And it's not in the way you would think. It's not. Okay, that's good. How many have I gotten? Is that just 2? It's very unlikely I'm going to be able to limit break that. But if I can, I'd be very happy. The main thing is I just want to... Okay. Ooh! 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 Oh my god! I will take that! I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. I think we might not... I think we might not have limit broken this yet. Hold on, let's see. Okay, I can't really complain about luck on that one. That was really fucking lucky. That happened on my main account too, though. It got... I don't know how many of these I have on my main account, but it's a lot. I'll have to check. That's pretty handy though. Because if I ever break the rules, this, like I said, this is kind of just a nice way to make up for not having Golden Sumo and all that kind of shit, so. That's funny. This account has like more limited Gasha CEs limit broken than my main. Like, my main doesn't really have any. Okay, so we still don't have this, but I'll roll FP and try to get this limit broken. Because there are legitimately times I might use that. Not often, but on occasion, so. That makes up for getting that scat. Feels good, man. Yeah, I guess Scath is a boomer, isn't she? Lock that thing, please. I mean, I'm pretty good about not burning those kinds of things, but yeah, I'll lock in a second. This could take a while. It can get really random, like how long it takes to get 3-star CEs from FP. I normally, if I really care about an event, I'll just try to get 1 copy from FP, and I don't really care about like rolling past that. Even if I have my main account is over 1 million FP right now. There's no way I could be bothered to roll that much. I wouldn't mind getting more Angra on this account. I think I've gotten them twice, maybe? But more MP ranks don't hurt. So this account's actually going to use Angra unironically for several fights. Okay, we need one more. I don't think there is an FP cap. If there is, it's like 99 million, you know, some bullshit like that. Yeah, there probably is a cap. Almost all games do have caps. Generally, programs can't be uncapped, actually. It's just not how numbers work. But yeah, I'm sure it's outrageously high. I like how I limit broke the 5-star one before the 3-star one. Although I guess the 3-star CE has the same thing as the units. Their rate up is still trash. That's the whole thing, is if you pull a 5-star CE, it's overwhelmingly going to be the rate up one. It's just the rate of pulling a 5-star CE is the lowest. I mean, I wouldn't say because Toho has done it, that doesn't mean there is one. I'm pretty sure there is one because I know how coding works, and there has to be a cap. There literally has to be a cap. But it's probably just so high that it's not something you're going to see generally. Like, it'd probably be like, you know, like Aries said, you know, some 99999 bullshit. You add one digit to something, and it gets a lot harder to obtain. Like, you know, the difference between, like, you know, the 50 millions and then the 100 millions, you know, that's a really big difference. But there definitely is a cap, because the font size couldn't even fit if you kept going, but I doubt anyone has gotten there yet. Like, if you think, like, chat, I don't know why do people keep saying this? Like, wow, someone didn't, they have 50 million and there's no, that must mean there's no cap. The cap could be easily like 900 million, right? Do you realize how big the difference between 900 million is and 50 million? Like, because people start, this is like a known phenomenon with the human brain, is how the human brain really struggles to understand like exponential growth and things like that. Like, so like if you try to count from 1 to a million, if you tell someone count from 1 to a million, they see how daunting that is. But that doesn't, for some reason, the human brain won't see it as equally daunting to go from 1 million to 2 million, right? Or like, you know, well, I've already, you know, counted to 50 million, so like you don't realize like the difference between, you know, 900 million versus 50 million is so much greater than just the 50 million in the first place, right? Like, the human brain is really bad at understanding those kinds of things, and so I am very confident there is an FP cap in this game, but I'm not confident anyone would ever hit it, because it's probably just so outrageously high. There's some, like, number caps in, like, World of Warcraft, for example, that are just so high, it's like, people have data mined and found the cap, but it's basically just, like, it's just so high that it's not reasonable that someone would get to it. But video games generally can't be uncapped when it comes to number things. Normally they're just so high, it's not even a factor. But there's actually some really funny game-breaking things that can happen in some video games where you can, like, hack them, and you can make certain things happen that aren't supposed to happen. I should check. I don't know if I got the CE again. I should check. I wasn't really paying attention. But there's a lot of games that, like, if things happen where you go past the cap, they'll actually go around the wheel and things like that, and things get really broken, or the game will just crash. There's, like, all kinds of, like, weird things in video games where there's, like, and sometimes there's really mundane things, like calendars, years. Like, there's some games where, like, you know, they're not expecting anyone to play the game, you know, 30,000 years in the future, right? But there's some games where, like, if you fuck with the calendar in certain ways, it'll either go around the wheel or the game will just, like, implode, right? Games are made through code, right? It's all numbers. There's almost no such thing as something that's uncapped in a video game. There's actually some YouTube channels that actually dedicate themselves to, like, weird bugs that happen in video games. Like, there's a guy that has, like, a YouTube channel that's, like, all dedicated to, like, the Paper Mario games and, like, bugs and weird things in them and stuff. And there are some really weird things that can happen in that game based on numbers that, like, you can reach that you're not supposed to reach and stuff. Like, there's always shit like that. Because whatever the FP is in this game, you know, it's a number in a file. Like, that's what it is. It's a number in a file. That's what it is. And you know, you can't put unlimited in a file. That doesn't exist. Now, if it ever got to the point where they thought people might actually reach the FP cap, they might just add a digit. You realize how easy it is to do that? They literally add one digit to the cap, and now all of a sudden the cap is, like, let's say the cap is 900 million, right? And let's say someone actually starts getting close to 900 million, and the DW adds 1 0 onto that. They just made it so much harder to get to the cap, right? But I guarantee you, there is a number in there. Now, it might, they might be way beyond 900 million. It might be, no, they might have just done that. Like, who knows? All right, we got to fix some things here because our inventory is in hell. All right, some 5-star and 4-star CEs I don't want to burn because, again, if I ever break the rules, I might use them. That's not one of them, though. Look at this. Look at this. I have 4 of these. You know how helpful these would be? These Taiga CEs? Those would be so helpful if I used those. I should like actually fuse some of the CEs that I think are worth keeping for the higher rarity ones. Oh yeah, and ley line. One the good thing about using all this FP. Let's see, I think I had a ley line that was like almost there. Or maybe not. I guess not. I thought I did, but I'm actually quite happy to have another limit broken ley line though. God, I remember we didn't get a limit broken ley line until like really far into Camelot. It was awful. Alright, let's see. What's worth keeping in here? I don't even know what this is. I don't know why. Why is this limit broken? What is this? I don't remember. I don't remember what this is. I know it's a newer one. It must not be good though because it's not the one I remember, and it's got split stats, so that doesn't seem like it's worth a fuck. I hate that if you hit the back button, it does that. I'm guessing that's from Requiem. It's the Requiem damage CE. Okay, that explains that. No wonder I don't remember it. Well, I guess we can limit break that just for inventory space. I figured it was from Requiem. I just didn't remember if it was like from the shop, the Gosh, or what. Like I wasn't sure. You have 2 formal crafts though, that's nice. Oh wow, I actually have 2 aerial drives. Must have like done 2 seconds of that event and nothing else. Normally I would say don't fuse these until they're... you can actually limit break it, but because we don't even use 5-star CEs, and I don't ever see me using 2 of these at a time anyway, that's fine. Now there's a lot of these that will be useful to us. Can I limit break this yet? Yeah, awesome. That's actually really good. If I ever want to break the rules, this is a very practical CE to have limit broken. Feels good. Got one of these and K-scope, so that's pretty nice. Got Art of Death limit broken, that's good. This isn't limit broken yet, but it's close. It's another really good one. That's a CE I never got the drop of, feels bad. I had to farm so much to get the drop of that. And of course this account apparently didn't, but my main and my ult, I had to use a lot of apples. It hurt my soul, man. This CE does have some incredible niche use, especially when it's limit broken, but it's so niche. But I might as well have one. There are fights in the future where it could come in handy. Okay, I think it's time to try to get this to level 60. That's the main thing. I don't think we're ever going to need that. It's not very good, and I don't think APOC's coming back, so... time for that one. especially on this account. Like on my main, I'd keep it. You know, nice to have copies of everything. But on this piece of shit account, don't really care. I feel like this, it's kind of worth keeping. Thankfully there's absolutely no point in doing CE bombs in this account because you don't really need QP on an account like this. It's not very relevant. I've never farmed QP on this account ever, and I have over 500 million, so. I wish there was a Guts CE for 1 to 3 stars. Like, no side effects, just vanilla Guts on a 3-star CE. That would be so helpful. I'd probably put that in coup here, honestly. Whoops. I should probably set it to auto burn 1-star CEs. I normally do 1-star, like 2-star CEs are kind of worth keeping around, but the 1-star ones are just so shit. You just clutter up your inventory. I don't have auto burn really set up on this account though. But 1-star CEs make you hit the cap so much faster. Like, my main account has like 500 million QP right now, but I actually farm on my main account. That's the difference. And my main account's older too. I wish Hercules would be so good here. Can you imagine if we summoned Hercules and put him in the back? Like, this would be so easy. Can you believe how much they buffed Hercules, by the way? Like, not only did they buff him, that is such an impactful buff. Because the way his guts works, you can cast it sooner. He literally lives longer now. They buffed Herc, so he has more lives now. And he now does way more damage while alive. So that's twofold, right? You're getting more done per turn, and you get more turns to work with. Fucking insanity. It's honestly one of the few times, though, that I'm kind of, I don't know how to describe this. I normally prefer them to buff things that need to be buffed before they buff the things that don't need to be buffed. But I feel like Hercules deserves it because it's Hercules, man. So, if there's ever going to be that one unit that just is so good all the time and is just so busted and is just so reliable, it should be Herc. It really should, right? He's not just a day 1 FGO servant, he's a day 1 Fate servant, right? He's been in forever and he's always been like that OP guy that they kind of shafted, so. I mean, Gil's good too. Gil's not, that busted, but Gil is good too. He's such a good DPS archer. He has no survivability, and that does kind of suck because lore-wise, Gil has a lot of survivability, but not like Gil's in bad shape though. But yeah, Gil's not really versatile. Gil has DPS himself and then nothing else. No survivability, no utility. Okay, I literally don't have the will to keep using these 1-star CEs. You just don't really, auto-burning them is nice because they just have no, use to you otherwise. Because if they're not, actually burning them isn't helpful. It just saves you time to have them on auto-burn. On a super new account, 1-star CEs can be okay. And so, actually, I suggest you actually keep the 1-star CE for that as the flat attack buff. Every once in a while, because of attack, because of team cost, you actually use it. What a fuck. Like, I burned Ozzy, and then I instantly got him again. I literally burned Ozzy, and then seconds later, I wasn't saying Ozzy, Odysseus. It wasn't an Odysseus raid up. I burned, this guy already had Odysseus because of stupid shit. I burned him, and then we went to roll because we were trying to get Asclepius or something. I don't remember what the fuck we were rolling story for, but we were rolling story, and then we got Odysseus again. I don't understand. Like, it's just... God damn it. Actually, I don't know if we have chin maxed, so... You need 2 chins maxed anyway. Should really be burning all these golds, but I'm at the point where it's just I don't need the rare prisms this second, so there's no rush. Missed a few things here. I'm saving Paul for a specific moment. Alright, we need one more of this frickin' CE. Yeah, it's true. Gil is literally the most versatile servant in all of Fate. So it is kind of sad that he's so unversatile in the game, but still, he's a high-tier archer. He works very well. Well, they might buff him someday, though, because he's popular, and I think people do want him to be better. Like, you know, someone has to be the best archer in the game. It should be Gilgamesh, but he's good enough that I don't, you know, it's not a big deal. Hey, Marps. I'll be playing that later tonight, actually, Marps, but I like it. It's not perfect. I wish the combat was harder, but I'm pretty early, you know, I'm pretty early into it. The main issue is there's not a lot of characters that I like the design of. That's probably my biggest issue with it. It's alright, I enjoy it. I'll be playing it more, and I'll have more of an opinion on it as I play it more. I'll play it later tonight. Powerful 5-star embers. There's 3 times better than 4-star embers, so they're super good. And as you see, you get them pretty regularly, honestly. They're fucking awesome on an account that you've played for a long time. So like, when you've been playing the game for a long time, you're not leveling units very often, right? Because if you're not a whale, you're not acquiring every new unit that's added. So you kind of just, you know, you do your free FP summon every once, you know, every day, and then you do your, you know, maybe normal FP summons here and there, and you kind of just stockpile these 5-star embers. So whenever they get around to adding something you care about again, or you grail something, you have all these 5-star embers just sitting there, and then they're so strong, and you're able to level really easy. I haven't had to farm embers on my main much at all over the last few years. I'm really interested in seeing that Impact game though, like what happens when you start be able to do co-op and when they start adding like raid bosses and stuff. I could see that making that game really interesting. So it's something I'm gonna keep my eye on. Something happened that's gonna make me want to play it more, which I'll talk about later tonight. But it's something stupid and it's also gonna cause me a lot of headache, but you know. Basically, what I'm going to talk about later tonight, I don't think anyone's going to understand why I'm saying it's so weird, because you wouldn't really think about it unless you were a streamer. So yeah, I'll get into it for those that care later. Can I get this fucking CE, man? I'm getting a lot of embers here, though. I open boxes like when I'm done streaming, or when I'm done like farming for the night. Then I'll like, you know, wind down and watch YouTube or whatever, and I'll just be opening my boxes. I don't like having to open them all at once. It takes way too long. And if you open a few boxes a day, you never have to open 1 million at once, so it's not a big deal. Now it's got nothing to do with the sponsorship. Let me put it to you this way. This just in general, this is something to keep in mind when you're watching streamers. Just try to be more. Never mind me. Like when you're watching other streamers and stuff, this is something to keep in mind, and try not to be a jackass because of this. Something streamers have to worry about a lot is their privacy, on all fronts. their phone number, their email, where they live. Privacy is something that is at extreme risk because you're streaming, and it's something you have to think about a lot. That's something I've noticed that a lot of viewers of streamers don't even think about. They're not even thinking about like how when you're streaming you're gonna have to worry about those kinds of things, and they'll say things and things like that to the streamer or whatever that it's just like very face palmy. Like of course they're not gonna want to do that because of like privacy reasons and things like that. Can I get this CE? Like holy shit. Like, yeah, ultimately I need more fodder and stuff, so it's not like using my FP is a bad thing, but I want to go fight the boss one more time here. Speaking of which, what's your social security number? Just the lens at which you look at things is different when you're aware that let's say if I'm playing a new game and I'm aware that I'm going to be streaming it, you think about a lot of things that other people just don't think about, right? You just start, you notice things like, what the game displays and like what do you have to do, what happens when the game disconnects, like there's just a lot of stuff like that a lot of people don't even think about, where when you're streaming you think about a lot because you have to. Holy crap, can I get the CE one time, please? At least I have enough ley lines now, though, that I don't have to really worry about them anymore. I feel like 3 limit broken is enough to... Like, you ultimately want 6. I'm not kidding, but 3 is pretty good. I might roll the Gasha more just to get it. Like I'm tired of rolling FP. Like I know that's a stupid use of SQ, but I don't value SQ very much on this account. I would never do that on like my main. Wait, I shouldn't blow up 2 stars. But on my on an ult like this that's so 1 to 3 star focused, I care very little. Like I value my time more. I should just set up auto burn. I think I'm just gonna roll Gasha a little bit. Well, I don't know, it can take a while to get a 3-star CE, man. And there's nothing else in that Gasha that I need. Like, nothing. What am I going to do? MP2 scaff? Yeah, oh, great, right? Like, I mean, that'll help. Instead of burning, I should just feed them to something. It's just as fast, really, and just get some XP out of them. Maybe I got a copy of that CE and I didn't notice, but I don't think so. I will say rolling FP is good though. I need to get foes and shit. This account only has so many, so... I don't think I need mana prisms much though. Oh my god. Alright, you know what? We'll just do this later. We'll just do this later. It's not like the rate up is gone tomorrow, so if I can just do this later. I have no idea why I didn't think of that. I'm not that pressed for time, and yeah, I need to level up my CEs, but like, fuck it, like, I'll just do this some other time. Yeah. Jesus. I'll level up Castraku's thing too, though, if I can. Get at least 1 level on it. Like, you know, Scaff is cool and all, but I already have her NP2 on my main account, and I have her on my my NA account, so it's like, whatever. I don't think Medusa should be the Grand Rider. Well, first of all, there's no A Grand Rider. There's going to be a bunch of Grand Riders. It's just which one happens to get summoned at the time. You know, servants are just heroic spirits, right? They're just heroic spirits, and then some of them meet the criteria to be summoned as a Grand Rider. I don't think it should be Medusa at all, though, because she barely fits the bill to be a rider in the first place, right? She does fit the bill to be a rider, but she doesn't. It's not like she I don't think she embodies what the writer class is about. Like, not at all, right? She really doesn't. She's like half an assassin, for God's sakes. I like Medusa a lot, but I just don't think she's a good fit to be the a candidate for a Grand Writer. Also, in terms of gameplay, Medusa's a really good 3-star. Like, she's really good. She's not the best 3-star in the entire game, but she's really, really good. She's one of the few 3-stars that has a battery skill, so that's no joke. You know, that's really handy. And then she also has a pretty good stat line. She has an upgraded NP that's quick, which is really good. She's got one of the harder hitting AoE NPs for the low stars, and then she also gets that NP rather quickly. And she comes with the utility of having 100% stun. That's really good. She's a great unit. Granted, she's not one of those 3-stars that's so good that she's like keeping up with 5 stars and shit. You know, she's not like Ku and David and crap like that. But she's really good in the role that she has. Her role is an AoE writer, and she's a very good AoE writer. So it's pretty good. But she's not an AoE writer that's so good. You're not going to use her in like single target situations. Like, hey, I need a single target writer. Oh, hey, Medusa actually is so good that she works for that. She's not one of those, right? But she's still really, really good. If they did anything else with Medusa, what I would prefer they do, this might sound boring, there's 2 things. One, add her fucking Lancer version, for God's sakes. Like her actual Lancer version, not this fucking Babylonia one. But just make like another version of her that's normal, right? Like just make it like another, like make an assassin Medusa, like just regular Medusa, not Gorgon. And you can make that a 5-star or something. I think that'd make people happy. And then she can, you know, if she fits the bill, it wouldn't be weird if Medusa could be summoned as an assassin. And don't give her some weird design. They are obsessed with doing that. When they make an alternate version of someone, they just have to make them so different. I think people would be okay with just regular old Medusa. Kind of like how Caster Ku is just Ku, but a caster. I think people would be happy with that. You know, just Medusa. Oh god, there's still more. It's got so many faux items. I need to use those up. I'll do all this inventory management later, though. This should be good enough. Oh, has the shop reset? Is that today? Because JP time, you know, they're like ahead of us by a day. No, it has not yet. It must reset really soon, though. It's tomorrow. Yeah, I figured it was soon. Near the end of the month. That's coming up. Does Dearmid get another solo rate up? Or is he out of those? Because if Dearmid got another solo rate up, I'd throw those tickets at him. Hell, I might, even if he's not a solo rate up, if it's an all rate up, I might throw those at him anyway. Because hell, maybe I get Fionn. That'd be okay too. I don't think Gilius has. Gilius doesn't have clairvoyance. That's the thing. That's we don't know all the criteria. There's more than one like prerequisite to be someone that can be a grandcaster, but the one prerequisite we know is you need to have some form of clairvoyance. And Gilius, I don't think has that, unless his book can do it, which maybe it can. But so I wouldn't think he could fit. Funny thing is though, everyone thinks Gilius is so weak because of FGO, but lore-wise, he's not weak. Not at all. He's actually really scary. I mean, you don't have to be the top of your class to be a grand. It's more of meeting the bill. Generally, to meet the bill, though, you're going to have to be, you know, pretty powerful, but you're not necessarily going to be the strongest. No solo rate up for Dearmid anymore, but tomorrow is triple 4-star rate up with him. Yeah, I'll try. You know, 'cause if I got him or Fionn, I'd be happy. So you know, and I think I might be like one away from limit breaking the 5-star C. I'm not really sure, but if I happen to be able to limit break it, then fuck it, I might as well. Wouldn't really ever use it because it's gacha limited, but wouldn't hurt to have. Okay, hell, it'd make the farming next year easier, having that limit broken, that'd be nice. Okay, let's get in the groove here. Something that would really help set up you to win is just you to get the reset until you get a really good beginning. You want to get both of your 100 faces NP, I think, before the writers NP. That'd be like a really, really big help. Honestly, the rare prison meme for Fionn has always been bullshit. Like, he was bad when he was first added to the game, but after his first buff, he was decent. Not amazing, but he was decent. And after his second buff, he was good. And after his third buff, he's super good. Like, just after his second buff, Fionn has been a really solid Lancer. It's just people are stupid. Also, and this is a big... I think this is actually a huge part of why people have always thought he's bad, is because no one bothered to level his skills. And he improved so much with skill ranks. And most people just could not be asked to do that. Because high skill ranks mean you don't have any RNG on his evade anymore, and having taunt and evade is amazing. It really is. It's a very handy tool. And then obviously his NP gain is better, and so it makes it really easy to do the refund thing. It's really easy to do like NP refund setups on Fionn. This is going horribly. Like, I like how 100 Face has all the survivability, and no one's attacking 100 Face, they're just murdering Phantom. We needed a hand like this on turn 1. Is our... Oh, okay, we crit though. That's good. And they hit Phantom again. Phantom is just getting really fucked up really fast. Actually, for a lot of counts, Fionn is really desirable. Art looping is a really popular thing, and he's been able to... He's one of the oldest units that's been capable of doing art refund looping. Like, you just, with good old-fashioned TAM, you could do it. And it's just a lot of people didn't realize that. Like, now, people realized that once he got his third buff, but even before that, he was able to do it. Like, dude, having taunt and evade, and it's really nice. Because one, that helps with looping, because you're always going to get attacked, and you're always going to get, you know, hits from being smacked, right? NP gain from being smacked. And if the enemy has a single target NP, you know where it's going. Where otherwise, you might need a unit like Chin Gong or, you know, Kurtsugu to guarantee where it goes. And then he'll survive it too, right? That's the thing. He doesn't just, you know, do the thing. He also lives. Might as well evade now. The sooner we evade, the sooner it comes back. I think you want to kill this assassin, and you want to then Phantom the next guy. Well, our evade went to waste. That's swell. That sucks I didn't max her skill. I could cast her first skill right now if she had it, and then she actually might get her NP right now. She might get it anyway. I wish the other 100 face had all the cards here. I don't think she'll get it unless she crits. Yeah, not happening. Bam. That's really lame because now we're gonna get NP'd. It's not like Phantom is gonna be able to kill that guy. Not gonna kill the other 100 face though. But we got the other dude. I need to kill the other dude. A lot of vanilla units are actually OP as fuck. Like, Ushi's super vanilla, and she's literally one of the best 3 stars in the game. So, if Phantom dies this turn, I think we just lose. Unfortunately, because then we won't get a second skill off, which is just the worst. But if they happen to NP one of the 100 faces, it's not so bad. Maybe I should not have done the attack buff on Phantom, because it's not going to result in him killing the riders. Yeah, I think I should have saved it. Like, it puts them in range, I can kill them with normal cards, which is nice, but I don't know if that's going to work out anyway. Oh god. Woo! I'll take that. Motherfucker! Well, we lose. That's too much value loss right there. Like every other run, we've gotten his charm off on the assassin coming up. But now that we don't, I mean, there's no way. That's a massive hit. That's like 4 or 5 turns of value gone right there. I'm gonna try one more time. I know I said one more try, but we'll do one more because that was shite. Saber Gilius is pretty close to being a good unit, to be honest. He can get pretty nice damage as is. It's just there's nothing else in his kit and it takes too long. And he doesn't benefit from his first skill in any way, which is stupid. Command codes helps him a lot because command codes just synergize with everything he does. Like command codes help normal card damage the most, and he's all about normal card damage. Also, it allows him to easily remove his giant defense down. So, that really helps him. He can make, like seriously, you give him those crit buffs from command codes, that's massive. Like that makes him hit so much harder. Good opening hand. Yeah, more stars too. Yeah, way more damage, way tankier. Like he's so much better with command codes. Like I said, he's close to being a decent unit. He's actually usable. He's a completely usable unit. He's just not great. He doesn't size up to like the amount of value and damage you can just get out of Bedivere, right? And Bedivere can just do it so much easier. But it would not take much in terms of buffs to put him on the map. I'm kind of thinking about using the 100 Faces heal right now, just to get the cooldown, and then use my second skill. Like, I get rid of my NP gain buff, which sucks, because I want their NP... I mean, let me look at my hand here. We're pushing it on the non-support 100 Face and getting her NP in time. She'll definitely get it if I keep that first skill up, so... They're definitely going to do this, because they're fine. I'll hold on to it and just have them not heal until next turn. That's probably okay. Can I afford to do that Buster attack? It's not like... Like, they need so little, but... I really want the assassin to die here. No, I think we do... Man, I actually shouldn't have done the third skill on the first Hassan because she can do the heal this turn. I just said first Hassan, by the way, that's funny. That's not accurate. Ramp's gonna show up. Like, what the fuck you say? Okay, well, we got our stuff. Everybody crit, okay. Fuck. It's always gotta be Phantom, doesn't it? This music is so dramatic. It's really good, though. It's a really good song, but, I don't know if I use her evade now, because there's only gonna be one rider alive, and he can only attack twice. Yeah, I don't think we do. about to lose his head, indeed. Man, I used to love Warcraft so much. Warcraft, like, 3 and Frozen Throne, I love so much. It's probably my favorite fantasy story ever, honestly. I really, really like it. But I hate what World of Warcraft turned into and, like, what they did. Not just in terms of, like, gameplay and the company, but, like, just the story is so bad. They really disgraced themselves. But, like, Warcraft 3 in a vacuum is amazing. But, oh god, that company went to shit. So we need to kill this guy and phantom the other guy. I'm gonna have to disagree with you on that. WoW doesn't look anything like EverQuest. Just go right now. Go to Google, type in World of Warcraft, look at some random screenshots, and then delete that, and then put in EverQuest. It's just that's not that similar. Like obviously they're both fantasy games and that kind of thing, sure, but in terms of like their aesthetic, it's just not even close. Final ticket just gave me Gil. Feels good. You like Gil, right, Ari? Or it's if you don't, then my condolences. But I'm pretty sure you like Gil, so he's now laughing at me. Yeah, he does tend to do that. I legitimately don't know what I should NP here. I don't know what to do here. I feel like if I don't NP the guy, I'm not gonna kill him before he NPs me. But then I'm definitely gonna get NP'd by the writer. I mean, actually, if I got really lucky, I could kill the 60... Oh, fuck. Oh, boy. Okay, no, let's not be too greedy. I may regret this. I don't know. It's a lot of damage out the window. I don't know, maybe while your assassins are out, you just go on max... like execution mode for the riders, right? You just kill every goddamn rider you get your hands on, and then when the casters are out, they do the opposite and they kill every goddamn assassin they can get their hands on. Nah, that crit didn't save me. That didn't matter. It wouldn't matter if I killed that guy or not. Because he didn't have his NP yet. He would have been low enough that I would have killed him. It's nice that I killed him. That's nice that I killed him. But I would have been able to like kill that guy before he got his NP anyway. So it didn't really matter. I mean, it matters, but it's fairly minor. It's not that big of a deal. Probably should put Phantom first for the damage. Like some turns where like the difference between killing and not killing is huge, right? Like it's a big fucking deal. But that just wasn't one of those turns. It matters, again, it's still nice, but it's just not that big. I think for once it's actually worth it to give Phantom the attack buff because he can kill this guy. Okay, we have to be really smart about this. So he's probably gonna barely not kill the assassin, but this should get, the last card should kill him. As long as the one I'm targeting is dead, which he definitely will be. Even if 100 Face didn't kill here, the AoE would kill him. Yeah, the shop remains for a little while after the events are gone. Yeah, he lived, but we should get him. Wow, we actually get a turn where the enemy doesn't get to attack. That's a feeling I haven't had in a long time on this account. See, if you're on Makusa, you get to see that all the time, but, oh god, that buff, debuff, I gotta get rid of that. Fuck, I can't. God, that sucks. Because if she could live just a bit longer, then her first skill comes back, and that might even let her live long enough to get her third skill. But, I don't think it's worth giving her the evade at this point. I wonder if you can get to this point with Atlas and not, like, have gotten to this point without the attack up and without the heal. Because then Phantom could remove another guy's buffs. Potentially, if you get a good run like this. She still can't remove it. She has 2 fucking command cards! She has 2 fucking command cards that remove the dot. And over 2 turns, we haven't gotten either of them. That fucking sucks, dude. Stun. It's gonna do at least 3,000 damage to her, and it might even be the thing that kills her. Like, because if she had, dude, she'd have 3,000 more health, and then I could give her the evade if she was low enough that I thought she needed it. Then she could heal, and she could be back in it, like literally back in it for a really long time. Fuck, that sucks. Okay, support 100 Face has got to get her NP here. It's really important. And she's not looking so good for doing that. If she gets attacked, she'll get it. Otherwise, she's probably not going to get it. Or she could crit and get it anyway. Okay. Yep, well. I hate these guys. MB1 Chiba is not that good, to be honest. She's usable. You have to get a lot of value out of her crits, basically. If you're a Shiba fan, you're really gonna want NP2. Why is Phantom alive? Yeah, what Ari said. Man, if Phantom can live a bit longer. I can... why does that guy have... Why, them both having their NPs is gonna make this bad. And if they NP the same target, it's not good. I'm going for it. I don't know if these are the right targets to put the attack down on, but... oh well. Shiba's a mix of things. The pinnacle way you want to play her is to basically NP, crit, NP. That's kind of what you're going for, so having good NP ranks is pretty nice. Don't hit Phantom. God, he's pierced vulnerability now. Almost going down! Come on, 1 turn on Phantom, for the love of God. I could give him the evade, but there's the piercing vulnerability guy. I think at this point it's better to save it for someone like Medea. Just don't kill Phantom this turn, forehead. Fuck. Not that big of a deal, but that would have been nice. Oh god. Okay. I'd actually like to wait one more turn so I can stall his NP, but I don't think this is the time for that. I'm starting to think we changed Fuma out for somebody else. Somebody that can like protect Phantom or something. But Phantom might die before 100 phase, so you want it to be someone that can either protect the 100 faces or help the 100 faces or protect Phantom. I'm not really sure. It's really weird. Okay, I need to kill this guy the old-fashioned way and then have 100 face NP the Rider. So if 100 face... Oh, fuck, though. She's probably not going to get her NP. I can get her to like 96%, right? But, and like 97 if she crits, but that ain't good enough. I think I'd rather guarantee kill the guy. Hey, I'll take that. I didn't really want her to take a bunch of damage, but okay. I can actually kill the assassin guy, but I don't think we do. We need to murder riders. This is really awkward, though. I think we murder riders. Everyone's so low, the difference between a normal hit and an NP is almost irrelevant. So I think we just let the assassin live for now. On the off chance that Fuma survives this turn, we might as well get his NP. Medea is unfortunately an AoE caster that doesn't hit multiple targets. That's the truth of it all. Goodbye, Phantom. I don't know if that's good or not, because Fuma's not going to really NP anything of extreme value here. If Fuma had his upgraded NP though, he could like, you know, let this rider have it, and actually could probably kill the fucking assassin potentially, but that ain't gonna happen. I think we focus fire on the rider because he's so dangerous. It sucks to not NP with Medea yet. She's got that 90% crit! This is fucked. I gotta think. I think there's one more rider left. Or two, there's either one or two. I think there's two. God, there actually... Is there 3 left? Is it 3 and 3? If it's 3 and 3, Casterku needs to be another assassin. Can I have a third 100 face? Can we replace Casterku with a third 100 face? That's what that would need to be. I'm trying to think what the next, literally the next best option is. Probably Izo. It's either Izo or Curse Arm. Oh, God. Like, we either Buster Fuma, you do Fuma's Buster, Fuma's NP, Fuma's Quick on the rider, or we have Medea NP the assassin with all the buffs, and then have Fuma's NP go up and potentially kill that assassin. But I think that might bring in another rider, and then Fuma would probably die. Do I give Fuma the evade? Is he worth it at this point? If the next enemies are rider, then yes. God, I need Fuma's upgraded NP! God damn it, that would help so fucking much. Because then he could really fuck up, you know, 2, you know, riders if they're both 60k, but he really can't. And he doesn't have his defense down right now either. Eri, you accomplish that so often. You're very good at preparing ahead of time. Medea, I need a really nice crit out of you here. You have a 90% crit chance. I don't want to see any of that 10% garbage. Why? And then I like how Fuma failed the 70% crit too. Why? Just why? What did I ever do to you? Holy fuck, man. See, I needed him dead, and so the other rider would be here, and then Fuma NP'd them both. But no! Everybody's gotta fail their fucking crits. The rage. I'm mad. Oh god, I'm mad. 3% chance of both missing. That's great to know. Always nice to have a 97% chance of success and having it blow up in your face. Although we needed Medea's to crit for that to go the way we wanted it to. Well, I guess Fuma gets to live to do his first skill at least. God, we could have NP'd both of those guys. And God, if we had our upgraded NP, the middle one would be dead, and then you could like focus on finishing this one off. Like I don't know how I'm gonna deal with this this last rider. I don't. Should have upgraded this skill, by the way. Well, Fuma is somehow still alive. I could not tell you, though, if it makes sense to use his evade on himself or not. I needed this guy to be dead. I needed this guy to be dead. Because I need to kill this guy this turn. But I need both of these guys dead, so this guy needed already to be dead. And the way they're ordered, like, that doesn't work. This is very unfortunate. Fuck! Oh my god, that's... If it had hit Fuma, it wouldn't have been too bad, because Fuma didn't have any health anyway. Or even Medea. Medea would have been the best one, because she could remove the dot and, all that. But yeah, we're fucked now. I cannot believe this guy's just sitting here like that. Now I can't NP the one guy. Like... Yeah, I think we gotta change Fuma. We need somebody... Well, like, Fuma would be worth it if it is upgraded... If he had his upgraded NP, but I'm not sure he's worth it without it. Like, I need somebody that can actually kill these fucking riders, and he just can't. This sucks so bad. No, Billy would be trash. Like, if they were Sabers, sure. But a level 70 Billy with a 3-star CE, Billy has an unbelievably low attack stat against neutral 70k enemies, or 60k enemies, that's just Omega no. Honestly, if Uma could have killed those 2 riders, I think we would have won, but no go. Maybe I just focus on killing though the riders more. Actually, a regular coup would have been better than caster coup, but that was mainly just because of the RNG. Like, if the RNG had been different, caster coup could have been good. But regular coup actually might be good because he does have insta-death. And he has guts, and guts is actually really nice for this fight. We were so much closer to winning on that one than you might think. It was really just not being able to take out those riders with Fuma. Like, that was all we needed to do. Alright, well, I'm gonna wrap up there. I'm gonna stream again, probably like in 30 minutes. Something like that. Won't be too long. I need to just, take a quick break, eat, and that kind of thing. And I'm gonna play that Impact game. But I'm happy, ultimately. We obviously didn't win here, but I wasn't expecting to win today anyway. And I see a very clear path to victory now. Like, absolutely. So, I'm very happy about that. Finally get past these pieces of shit. But thanks for hanging out for everybody. For those that don't want to watch the stream later, thanks for hanging out and watching me suffer in the good old F-Go. But yeah, I'll probably try to stream tomorrow. I guess we'll get news on JP soon. I'm kind of curious what's coming up. But yeah, I'm not going to rate anybody because like I said, I'm going to just stream again in like 30 minutes or something. So.